Everybody, I want to welcome you back to this week's edition of the Tabletop Tavern, episode 37, Corrosion. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this Sunday night. You guys can be anywhere in the world, and you choose to be here with your family at the Tabletop Tavern. So thank you so much. I love every one of you, except for Cawthon if he's out there. So
that's fair.
That is fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
He's probably
Cawthon, I still like you.
He's probably eating crayon somewhere, but who knows? All right, Cass, how we doing tonight?
I'm good.
Doing good.
It's
doing well,
Sunday.
yeah.
It's
pretty cool.
Which is cool. All right. So guys, I just a little small milestone on the channel. We broke 2,904 people in the community.
Wow.
So I was thinking
Nice.
I was thinking about it today. I was thinking about it. This community's been awesome to us, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
I think when we break 3,000, I'm going to give away something. I'm not sure what. I was thinking maybe an Ultimate Fantasy Grounds license with some DLC on it. But
Mike, I'd like to quit the
pretty
show
cool.
right now so I can try to win.
well, funny you say that because I was never mind. We'll talk about it after the show.
I think
We'll see
I
how
think you
tonight
should,
goes.
I think you should shave your beard.
That's not going to happen.
I think
I got a weak
it's the
chin.
only way.
I got a weak
I
chin.
know. I have an idea. If it's somebody local who happens to live in the same state as you could cook them dinner.
Ooh,
Sure.
that would be a feast.
Sure.
Hmm.
Sure. I could do that.
We know you
Using
got
your-
those mad smoker skills.
I was going to say using your fancy new smoker grill
Oh,
contraption.
yeah. I wanted to bring that up. That's another thing. I don't know which one of you fools did this. But I wanted to say
Fools.
thank you so much. Somebody ordered this for me off my gift list, and I am completely floored actually. And funny story about it. So this is like a $350 barbecue control smoker for my smoker. You guys know I'd had a time last week. My drive went down. We couldn't do the shows, and then we had on Tabletop Tavern 2, like the internet died, like literally the East Coast internet died. And this showed up at my door and it was used, which I'm completely cool with. Somebody got it ordered for me from fulfilled by Amazon. But then it was missing parts. So I reached out to Amazon and I told them it was, it was a gift and it was missing parts. They're like, oh, we'll just send you a brand new one. It's a $350 barbecue.
That's so crazy.
It's
That's
insane.
amazing.
Insane.
It's got to be like
That's
the
really
cat's
cool.
ass system, right? Like a
pretty-
Cadillac of
Yeah,
controllers.
There's one that's in his class, but this is the originator, and this is the people that these are the people that they set the bar on this. But enough about that. So I'm thinking when we get to 3,000 people in the community, I think we're going to do a giveaway where I'm thinking Fantasy Grounds. If that doesn't work, maybe a couple of the box sets, some content, maybe an assortment of 5e books with some Savage Worlds books with some Pathfinder books, something in our genre. But I want to reward this community. You guys have stuck through a lot of, long time with us, and we certainly appreciate it. I've said it every show, and I absolutely mean it. We feed off the energy out there and the people that have become part of our community. With everything going on recently, it's been a hard time, and our community has supported each other and us through this. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you, except for you, Cawthon. Choke on a cookie. Choke on a crayon.
Yo, Mike, do we have sub goals to unlock more emotes?
I don't
Do you
think
know
that-
where the next tier is so
I
we can
don't-
set a sub goal?
I don't think I can as affiliate. I think I've maxed out.
I think you get 5 tier 1s, 1 tier 2, and 1 tier 3.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Okay.
how it goes. Yeah.
So if you guys could work on getting us busted up to partner, then we can do that.
Yes,
Yeah.
technically we have a goal.
we do have a goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, partnership. There you go.
Yeah.
At some point, we're not worried. We things will come. One of the things I've said over the last year as we did this is we provide good content. The more content we put out there, it'll get there. I think it'll naturally get there in time. It's not something like we have to do a big partner push. I know a lot of people work on that stuff, but I think we'll eventually get there. And you guys will be the reason for that. So thank you. All right. I want to check in with the cast. I want to see how everybody's doing. Mihaly, what's going on with you and how are you feeling this week, my friend?
Oh, what's going on with me? Well, not a whole lot. I'm starting, spring is here. I don't know if you guys get this like burst of energy when spring comes.
Oh yeah.
I just want to start doing shit. I want to start working on my motorcycle again.
Oh, that's right. You
and
bought that
start
right at
cleaning
the
up
end.
my yard.
You bought that
Dude,
at the
okay.
end of the season last year, right?
Yeah. Okay. So for those at home who don't know yet, I am making a video series on it. I don't know when the heck I'll post it. Don't ask me, but I'm recording everything I do. But I bought an 87 Kawasaki Ninja 500R. So like the first gen of the Ninja. It's badass and it's so dirt cheap because like it's busted up, but it's such a cool project.
So that's your summer
I don't
project?
have a garage to keep a project car, so project bike. And if that doesn't kill me, I'll sell it and buy a project car. So I'm like stoked to get working on that. If there's any guys out there in the community, or gals, I should say, who are into bikes, hit me up. I would love your advice on what to do with it.
I don't know a lot, but I've had 4 or 5 bikes in my life, and I really want another one. So
that's 4 or 5 more than I've ever had. So fuck yeah, dude. As far as like other stuff we're working on, I might. I'm in talks with Candace right now, community member here. Some of you know her as my sister. Nepotism
Now all
is
of you
fully
know her
abound.
as his sister.
We may or may not be working on our own role-playing adventure system. So
That's
stay
so
tuned for
cool.
that. If you'd like to help, hit me up. And that's pretty much it. As far as tonight goes, I'm just itching to see a dead dragon at my feet. I just think that would be really fun.
is that how you think it's gonna go?
Yeah, man. Well,
Okay.
I mean, it's a foregone conclusion that thing is dead, and I am perfectly fine.
Okay.
So yeah,
Candace is professionally known as Yachts' sister.
that's true. That's on our
She's-
business card.
She's actually told me that she's going to change her Twitch name to Yachts' sister.
That would actually be hilarious, but please don't do that.
All right.
Nate, will do, buddy. Thank you.
Oh, it's not. Oh, it's Oreo. I haven't seen you in a while, man. Good. Thanks
Hey,
for stepping
Oreo.
in. Uh,
Hola, Oreo.
The other thing that Yachts had mentioned the other day is we started our stream team, Storytellers Union, and he has offered to help people with audio issues. If anybody has a problem with audio issues, please hit him up. He enjoys doing it. So we have that as a resource in the community. Please abuse it.
Free
okay?
advice anytime. I'll sit down with you for hours if it takes it. I'll work with your whole cast. I don't care. I just love it. Hit me up.
Awesome. Gunnar, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, Mike. It's good to see you, man.
You too.
So things have been going pretty well. It's been interesting, even with the quarantine. I started playing a little more Call of Duty and a little more Warzone lately. A buddy of mine plays with a bunch of guys from the Army and the National Guard esports team, and I've been getting into that with them. And great group of vets, great group of guys, great group of current active duty cats. Lots of fun. We've been killing it, man. I got 3 matches in Warzone total, and
Nice.
one of them's a W,
There
so
you go.
I can't
There
complain.
you go.
You got 33%
pretty
win
cool.
chance right now.
I'm saying, man, we're good to go. So branching out, having some fun, playing some different games, still on that Division 2 grind, having fun, with that content, which is pretty cool.
Awesome.
And just pulling in some like side games to have fun and play with, and met someone new. She's pretty awesome.
Oh,
So
cool.
things have been going pretty well with her.
Good.
Pretty amazing. So life seems to be on a little bit of an uptick, even with the corona.
There you go. Good news for good people. So glad to hear it. All right. Who should we do next? Who's Idabrix?
Saw that coming. I am good. I am feeling really good. I just got off a half an hour with the Tim and Shannon Power Hour over on Paradise RPG, which is a part of the Storytellers Union. They had me over to come and talk nerdy to them. So that was a ton of fun. For those of you who have not met Shannon, who, if you didn't see her when she was on Tales from the Tavern, her energy is infectious.
Yeah.
And I was in a good mood to start. And so I'm like,
Yay!
right now.
I
I'm
cannot
so
wait
wound up. It's-
I cannot wait to crush that.
We
I
just
know.
have to hang out with Shannon before every show, so we're all like max hype.
Seriously, like I'm gonna have her start coming over and hanging out with us and be like,
Yeah.
guys, you're awesome. She's super, super positive, super high energy. She's a lot of fun. So but yeah, things are going all right.
Nice. All right. So let's get this show going. Actually, we forgot one person. I'm sorry. So my name's Mike, and this is the How I Nerd channel. And
Did him dirty. My goodness.
Oh, he left. He left.
It's okay. We can just get soundboard replies for Dave.
Yeah. Decider, Davdithas, how you feeling right now?
Nah, I'm doing good. You know, I've had a nice, relaxing weekend. I finally started to unpack. I know I moved about 6 months ago, but I've started to unpack.
God.
You were such an embarrassment.
I know. It's all in preparation because I want to get a cat, and I told myself I wouldn't get a cat until I finish unpacking. So I did a lot of that, and I'm feeling good. So hopefully, cat within a week or two.
Dude, you got plus 10 adulting today.
I know.
Good job.
I know. Thank you.
Well, he waited this long to do it. Does he really get the plus 10?
Just today. Today, I
Plus
get
9. We'll settle.
So by a cat, do you mean like a mountain lion or?
I mean,
like a lynx?
Like Joe Exotic.
Nigga, like,
I just want to
yeah!
say I did learn a tiger only costs $2,000, so you know.
Oh God.
Only.
Months, he hasn't-
After 6 months, he still hasn't finished.
Oh, jeez.
And we've come full circle.
This is a thing.
Worlds are colliding, folks.
He's just perpetuated it. You know what I mean? He
Hmm.
it's propagated into real life. So, guys, my name is Mike. I kind of wrangle the cats around here. This is a TTRPG channel, and I had a pretty good week. I actually got a notification that as of Monday I am back to work. So I am really excited about that. Because I've been going a little stir crazy. I've been working on content, working on the channel, see what we can do to improve things, add things, all that good stuff. And I did a lot of hiking, a lot of hiking, which is really cool. But I'm excited to go back to work tomorrow. I get
If I may, real quick.
Yeah.
It's funny that you say you've been going stir crazy. Don't you work from home?
Yes. But normally I get out and see my friends once in a while, and I haven't been able to get out and see my friends in a while.
Fair enough.
So I've been, going up mountains, going down mountains, going up mountains, going down mountains, and carrying my 20 pounds of gear while I do it. So to that note, I'm 3 pounds away from my goal, and I have 4 weeks to do it. So
you got this, man.
yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I was just about to say you lost a ton of weight too, man.
Yeah.
You look good.
For those who don't know, as of last November, I signed up for this thing called Healthy Wage, and what it is you pay every month. You come up. It's different for everybody. Like what I did is I paid $100 a month, and I bet that I was going to lose 50 pounds by 3 or 4 weeks from now. So I've lost 47 pounds as of this morning, and I got 3 pounds to go. If I do, I win $1,900. So
wow,
it's such a weird concept for like a business model, but it's crazy. It obviously works for you. Fuck yeah, dude.
Think about how many people are like, oh, I want to lose weight, and they just don't. They can't do it. And like,
yeah.
If you got money on the line, then you're motivated.
Look at Tally Ho just said, if I shave the beard, I'll lose 3 pounds right there. Listen, oh man, I'll also be single though. The reason my cat stays with me because of the beard. So guys, we have an exciting week of content coming up tonight. This week. Tonight we have Tabletop Tavern. Tomorrow night we have Neural Nexus Zero, which is our cyberpunk 1980s retro futuristic campaign using the Savage World systems. Wednesday we have Tabletop Tavern 2, which is head up by Decider 12, Davdithas down there.
He still remembers me. That's amazing.
Yeah. So that is another Pathfinder adventure, set in the Galarian world. And he is running that as a first time DM, and he's doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
This Thursday, we have Idabrix, who is going to run Tales from the Tavern, which is a weekly talk show. So we hope to see you guys over the course of the week consuming this content. That being said,
Can I just drop a little spoiler about one of the people that we have coming on?
Sure.
Hopefully, if he's not closing on his house. We have booked somebody who is on a show on the CW.
Wow.
Yep. I haven't actually watched the show that he's
No.
on. What?
You got some homework.
I know, I do. But it looks really cool. It's set in a fantasy world. He also helps design dice.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so I'm pretty pumped about that. But we have a very fun group. I put them together in the group chat this week, and immediately one of them goes, "Okay, so this is the place where we decide who likes what feats and who's going to come to fisticuffs on the show, right?" And I said, "Yes, absolutely." So,
and the winner gets to live.
yeah, so it's going to be a really fun group.
Awesome.
No, it was not someone from Supernatural. I'm sorry, guys.
That would
Got
be.
their hopes up.
I would be on that show. So.
Yeah, if it was someone from Supernatural, I would have been like, "Oh my god!" But it wasn't. I'm sorry.
Hey, that being said, for the community out there, if there's somebody you would like to see on the show that you think, we've reached out to a lot of people, and a lot of people have been super down for this. So if there's, like I said, if there's somebody that you want to see on the show, reach out to Luna, and we'll see if we can make that happen. So, we'll see.
Yeah. The show is The Outpost. If anybody has seen it or heard of it, it looks very cool. It's I believe in its 3rd season now.
Awesome.
So,
you know what I think we need to do right now, though? I think I need a roll from everybody on the show to see who is going to do the recap. About
Mike, I think you should roll too, just in an effort of fairness. What do you think?
I'll roll, but I'm not going to do
it. You roll, but you're not going to do it. All right.
Oh my god. All right. I rolled a 7.
17.
4.
5.
I rolled a 32.
Oh,
on a d20.
Okay, so Davdithas got a 7, Mihaly got a 17, Gunnar got a 4, and Idabrix got a 5. So I think that means that Gunnar is up tonight.
I'm going to use my +4. my advantage.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
So, guys, last we left off, we finished off a little adventure in the farm, where we met a wonderful sparkling vampire. No, I'm kidding. He wasn't sparkling.
There's only one way to end that movie, and that's Blade.
Right? So we had fun, and we managed to, I guess, kind of work our way without combat through a vampire encounter. I don't know how the hell that happened, but it happened. And we went back and we slept in the woods, and on the way back to meet up with Moat and Midnight. And we finally get back to the grove, and we're getting closer and closer, and I don't know, in my opinion, it seemed like Midnight had kind of turned the wooded area around him more swampy. And Moat eventually shows up, and the damnedest thing happened. Of course, the duel's getting ready to go down, and Moat sheds his armor like He-Man, and I expect, and I have the power, but instead it was like, wow, dragon scale time. It was like all sparkly and spirit fingers and stuff. So he became a dragon, and the fight started, and they were intertwined, and then Moat dropped in this dragon, or dropped this like egg, and like Idabrix pulled in some like Lawrence Taylor 1990s Giants like running double hop slide grab and yeet, and she like snags this dragon egg, and Mihaly looks over at Jack and at Gunnar and goes, do we do it? And then Gunnar's like ready to like chomping at the bit, and of course he's never going to say no, so he just kind of gives Mihaly the nod, like, we're about to throw down, son. But he'd never actually like done anything. Well, Mihaly was all like quick draw McGraw, right? And just pow with like the magic missile, smacks Midnight midair, and like that is the moment that we all knew we done messed up.
Record scratch.
It was
I
like
bet you're wondering how we ended up here.
That's when the narrator came out and said,
Yeah.
yeah,
And that's when
exactly.
they knew they done fucked up.
So Midnight calls out that we're all traitors and we besmirched the honor of Moat. And Moat looks at us and goes, "You did it. You befouled my honor, and my honor will never be returned." And he offers himself up to Midnight. And Midnight gives him the old kind of deal, and Moat lay dead, motionless. And as a party, we all kind of decided to what's the proper term? Vamoose. We decided to vamoose, and
Vamoose.
we all kind of exited stage left even, and we took off running. And Gunnar, even though almost as fast as a horse, pooped himself just a little bit, got chomped in the back. And we all kind of split, and we're coming back together, and one of the weirdest things happened. The thing that neither I nor Gunnar totally expected. 100%. Like, we kind of had this like inclination of hope that it would happen, but Davdithas turned around and raised his mighty shield and sprouted forth chest hair of golden lock. and all those nights of chair testing and naked man hugs and snuggles and checking on him, and suddenly he faced down the dragon with Gunnar
You
and
turned
stopped.
me into a real warrior with all that chair testing.
Maybe I don't want to take credit for it, but it's possible. It's
Or
possible,
maybe
right?
you knocked a little bit of sense out of my brain. I just run straight at dragons now.
That's also possible too. At
I've a-
that point, schedule me for a couple more chair tests, Idabrix. If we make it
Okay.
out of this one.
I have a quick question. Davdithas,
Yes.
are you currently holding the tower shield right now? I forget. Does anybody
At the
remember?
moment, yeah.
You
of
are?
course I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I just want to. So I have a question for the community. What kind of saving throw do you do when you're trying to avoid a dragon's breath? Just anybody out there, you can free to answer. Not in the cast. We'll let the community answer. I did want to bring up one more thing about last week. Idabrix definitely took her ball and went home.
Yep.
Yeah, I was
Taking my
kind of,
ball and I'm going home.
I was kind of teetering to the tail end of that story where Idabrix, in fact, took the egg, and like I said, we'd all exited stage left. Idabrix left. She was like, "I'm out," and she took off. And like Mihaly became this like sniper from behind enemy lines, and was like originally like
Pew, pew,
gone,
pew, pew.
but like he was hiding in the brush with his ghillie suit, like crawling forward, and he's like shooting magic
That's
missiles. and stuff.
exactly how I imagined it. Thank you.
Wow.
Like under a rock, just my wrist sticking out with a little hand. Pew, pew, pew. In a tree.
And,
Pow, pow.
All right.
and that's it, man. That's the recap.
Well, what was the very last thing that happened?
We
The
all
very last thing
survived.
that happened, he took off, and as he took off, Gunnar took one last dire swing at him, smacked his underbelly for some damage, and the dragon looped around and came around. Now has Davdithas and I in line, and far be it for me to guess, but I believe we're about to come face first with a breath weapon attack.
He did.
No, man, he's coming in for a high-speed hug.
High
Oh,
speed.
okay, cool.
He wants to patch shit up.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I'm going to need you guys to get ready to write these down because we're going to go through the bonuses from the community. So we have Basic Lone Wolf has granted Gunnar a advantage roll. Brimble 76 has given a +3 token to Davdithas. Stormbringer Bob. Oh, these are two from last week. I got two tokens in the queue for disadvantage. For disadvantage. All right. So up and beyond that, we have a +1 to Gunnar from Nate's Knife Fit, a +1 to Gunnar from Katie Machin, a +1 to Gunnar from Queen Elfie, +1 to Idabrix from Brimble 76, +3 to Gunnar from Quaman. Last week was unused. Okay, so that's from last week. A +3 to Gunnar from that was last week unused from Wolf's Blood. A +1 to Gunnar from Onoda Cops. +1 to me from Patreon for Onoda Cops. +1 to Davdithas from Wolfie. A +3 to Davdithas from Brimble76. A +1 to Idabrix from Nate's Knife Pit. A +1 to Idabrix from Katie Machin. A +1 to Idabrix from Optimus Sunprime Mortgage. +1 to Mihaly from Wolfie. And I think that's oh, okay. We have one more nepotism one. +1 to Mihaly from someone who's not me due to family ties. So nepotism. Just calling it out there. What do you guys think? We all ready to get going? Get some stuff rolling?
Yeah,
I think
let's
it's
do
about
it.
that time.
It is about that time to bring forth the rhythm and the rhyme.
Oh God, that just happened.
Feel
I'm
the beat of
excited,
The
let's
rhythm
go.
of the night.
I
You can leave it all
feel the
behind.
Rhythm of the night.
One for the rhythm,
Oh,
one for the
love.
rhyme. Everyone, look out! It's bobsled time.
I almost watched that
I
today.
love that movie.
I swear to God, I almost watched that today, but we watched Willow instead. We're going through.
We're
and
not talking about cool runnings, are
Yeah,
we?
we
Oh,
are.
we so are.
Absolutely
We were.
Absolutely are.
In
Oh,
Jamaica, we got a bobsled team.
Cawthon, you definitely missed all my comments, so I'm kind of sad about that. But you can imagine they involve crayons and me not liking you, so we'll continue. We're gonna continue with the show. All right. All right, guys. When last we left off, Midnight had taken to the skies, and as he did so, Gunnar was able to land a mighty blow on him as he circled through the air. Coming to bear on the party, his lungs filled like a bellows. And as he looks down at Gunnar and Davdithas, suddenly with a roar, acid flies out of his mouth down through the both of you. It actually goes 40 feet. And I'm going to need some reflex saving throws from you guys.
I'm immediately going to use a +3 from Brimble.
I'm immediately using a +3 and an advantage roll.
Yo, can you stack your pluses? Because I'd like to donate about 10 +1s.
Can't do that. Can't do that. All right, so that's 40 feet.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm in that. Yep.
You are.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so
Oh no.
what'd you roll, Davdithas?
I rolled a 1 + 4 for 5.
Okay. All right, you guys ready for the bad news?
Yep.
Oh,
Gunnar,
that was
what'd you-
Gunnar's roll.
Gunnar,
not
what
did you-
what did
Mike's.
you roll?
Okay.
So I used an advantage, which is good, but bad, because my first roll was a 14. My second roll was a 5.
Hey, welcome to the 5 crew.
So I'm definitely taking that 14.
High fives? Anybody? All right.
No.
Alrighty.
Not today, sir.
Not today.
It's been nice knowing you guys.
I don't wanna.
So as the breath rushes out of the dragon's face, it's a caustic, with a caustic smell, and it washes over the both of you with a nauseating smell. And let's see how much you die for.
Let's just see how dead you are.
Yeah. All right. So I can't drop this on you guys, so I'm gonna have to roll it. For those who actually, I can't. Oh, I can do this, and then I can do. There we go. All right. Let's see it.
Let's get some rips in chat, please.
It's your fault, Yachts. It's your fault.
Hashtag blame yachts in chat, please.
It didn't actually roll the damage, so I have to roll it again. So let's do this. Bang.
It's like at the supermarket when
Holy
you tried.
dice.
Oh,
wait,
God.
that was
Oh,
So the both of you
Holy.
take 20 damage as the acid settles over you and starts to sear through your armor and burn your flesh.
Oh, yowza. Okay.
With that, Midnight is going to yell down to you. All you had to do was comply. All you had to do was stay out of this, and you would have had that third clue, and you would be able to help your town. But now, the second I finish you, I'm going to go find that little dirty little halfling. I'm going to eat her, and then I go on to Sandpoint. And with that, it brings us to Idabrix's turn. Idabrix, are you going to continue to flee throughout this whole combat?
That's probably a safe assumption.
Okay. All right. Then I am going to skip you through this if you don't mind.
Thanks.
All right. Gunnar Ragnarson, your turn, sir.
Hi. Now I'm unsure of the mechanics in Pathfinder on this. Do
Yep.
I have to like spend a turn getting the acid off or anything,
Nope.
or is it just like most
Nope.
breath weapons? It just hits once and I'm done.
It hits once. Yep, and you're done.
Okay. Ow. I'm
Yeah.
gonna ready an action to mighty swing on that thing when it comes in range, and that'll be it for me, Mike.
Okay. Davdithas, it's your turn, sir.
Oh gosh. I'm gonna start off by having the spiritual weapon continue its assault.
Okay. And let's
So
see.
the spiritual weapon from Desna is going to attack him. Let me just get the modifier in again, which is +8. And that is going to be a
Ooh.
27 to hit.
27 does hit, sir.
Oh, interesting. Hold on. Has the same threat range and critical multipliers as the real weapon of Swarm. I believe
Is that a crit?
What is it?
That's a
Hold
Oh,
on.
no,
It's a star knife.
It's a star knife. So look at the star knife and give me the threat
That's what
range.
I'm about to.
Okay.
Star knife is no. Wait. Doesn't say anything, so I'm gonna assume it's only on 20. So, all right. So yeah, never mind. So it's gonna hit for 8 + 1 damage. Let's see here. Well, not actually 8 + 1, but let me roll my d8. 6 damage.
It is so I just looked. A star knife does it only threatens on a 20. So
That's what I figured. Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
So for 6 damage, 6. I can't talk. I cannot talk, guys.
6 wabwage.
It's like
Mowage.
Wagons.
The
Wagons
six
is what
wagons.
brings us together. Today.
When you're done, you can hit that beautiful bean footage there, Dave.
Oh, I haven't even taken my turn yet, sir.
Oh, that's right. My apologies.
So I am going to shake off this acid that's just washed over me and quickly call out to Desna. And I'm going to proclaim to the heavens and say, quickly save us, heal this damage. And I'm going to channel energy, excluding midnight. And we are going to hopefully heal for the biggest number I can roll, which is a 3.
Oh.
You have a reroll, don't you? I specifically recall you having a reroll.
I don't think I do.
Oh.
I specifically recall someone in chat giving you a reroll right now. In the next 30 seconds or less.
Please,
I'm just
in the
gonna
next couple-
slowly move my mouse over to this button.
Just like hover over it, don't quite click it.
All right, I hit it.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Mihaly, it is your turn, sir.
Wow. Seeing my friends get hit by what I can only assume is a pretty disgusting splash of acid. I'm gonna still hiding behind the tree. Like if you can imagine me like hiding behind the tree and just kind of like poking out.
Yep.
Like I'm gonna launch forward some more magic missiles in an attempt to down this horrible beast that is attacking my friends.
All right, let's see it.
All right.
How much damage is coming through from our mystical friend Mihaly?
That is let's see, 1, 2, and 3. So 3, 3, and 4 damage.
Alrighty. So that's
For a
10.
total of 10.
Okay.
And with that, I will.
As the missiles streak out of Mihaly's fingers, they go up into the air and they launch and they slam into the side of the face of Midnight. Sparks fly off, and Mihaly, cold, piercing yellow eyes turn to look at you.
Oh no.
And the dragon smiles.
It's fine. He has more health than us.
Okay. All righty. So on his turn, he looks around at the battlefield and he looks down, seeing you guys sizzling with a little bit of acid. He head snaps back over to the party, and he lands right off to the side. And is going to take a 5-foot step at Davdithas, and he's going to try to claw him. Let's see. Does a 23 hit?
Oh, that does connect.
Okay.
Just beats it.
It just beats it?
Just beats my 22.
Alrighty. So he is going to hit you for
See ya.
10 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
You are down. Okay.
Yep.
So he hits you with a claw and swipes you to the ground, and then puts his finger on you and looks at Gunnar and looks at Mihaly and says, "I have a deal for you. If you stop right now, otherwise he dies." So his claw's resting on Mihaly's head right now.
Davdithas.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Davdithas is like head and he looks at the both of you and says, "I have a deal."
Are we breaking?
You can, if you
Initiative?
can respond
Talk
right
out.
now if you would like to. Depending on your response right now, then is how the rest of this is going to play out.
I glance in Mihaly's direction and wish I could see him before looking back at midnight, and I call out, "I'm listening."
I'm like 100 feet away. I don't know if I can really be part of this conversation. Sure, he can see me.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he can
But-
see you.
Oh,
You know, I'm sure I can hear him, but really, am I going to be able to have a conversation with Jack or Gunnar at this point and him? I'm not coming out
you
from
c-
behind my tree. I'm still ready to
If
fight.
that's your choice, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to be off initiative right now, Mihaly, or do you plan to attack? If combat ensues, it'll start right from this point again.
So Idabrix is next, then Gunnar, then Dave, then me. Davdithas, sorry, I don't know. Yeah.
Idabrix is outside this combat.
Is she still running? So we'll have. This is out of character, but I'm just trying to decide 1, 2, 3. We'll have 3 full rounds to finish him.
You'll not full rounds. You have
3 passes.
No, 3
Stop-
full. 3
you-
full.
You're,
Yeah,
you're,
never
you're
mind.
thinking about it in this from a meta perspective. Do you want to continue your fight right now or not?
I do, but I'm watching Gunnar. Does that make sense?
No. You can answer. You can respond to his question right now, or we can say on initiative. Depending on your responses, if we're going to stay on initiative right now.
Well, what's Gunnar doing? I'm just gonna go along with. He's right
This
there.
is your decision to make right now, Mihaly. What is your character and what are you doing right now?
I'm readying my next spell to shoot him in the face.
Okay, we'll start on initiative. With that, it goes to Idabrix, and then Gunnar, it's your turn, sir.
I'm waiting for him to respond to my verbal proclamation.
I don't have an acceptance from the other person, so if we can continue this, I have no problem continuing this. And that goes to Davdithas. Do you want to try a stabilization roll, Davdithas?
I would love to. Thank
Okay.
you. Yes. What do I roll for that again?
You would what is it? A constitution check?
You know, you'd think I'd know because I've been on the ground in this position before.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
No, that's the spell. Conditions, dying. How
I am-
negative are you right now?
-4.
Okay. DC Constitution 10 Constitution check to become stable.
All right. I'm gonna use a plus. I'm gonna
You
use
have. I just want to mention this. You do have an advantage roll in there from Candleless.
well, if I had been able to finish speaking, I would have said I'm going to use a +1 from
You don't-
Wolfie.
Okay.
Oh,
But you have an
and
okay.
my advantage roll.
Okay. I won't help you guys.
There you go. All right. So let's see here. All right. That was the first one was a 2 + 2. Let's see that next one.
There you
12
go.
+2 for 14.
All right. Davdithas.
How does that work
How does it work with Davdithas?
with stabilization? Yeah, just so
Okay,
I understand the
Davdithas
situation.
is currently conscious. If he makes any other action besides a basic movement action, he will take 1 point of damage and go and fall back down unconscious.
Okay.
Unless there's one other thing you can do that would prevent Davdithas, and you should know that. So,
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is there do you want to do anything? No, I think that's the only thing you can do this turn.
Yeah.
Mihaly, your turn. Don't take that 1 damage. Take that off because that was the
I
system,
shall remove.
that was the system doing the stabilization roll for you, but I had you roll it manually with advantage. So I mean,
Done.
you chose to advantage. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's your turn.
You're always putting me in the tough spot. I hate being the person who has to decide. I hate it. It's not in Mihaly's nature. It's not in my nature.
6 seconds.
I scream, "Let go of my friend," and I fire 3 more missiles at his face.
Okay.
Come on, big money, big money. Come on, big money.
What'd you roll?
2 and 3 for 5, and another 5 is 10.
Okay. So as the missiles seek out of us, fly out of Mihaly's finger, one hits the dragon in the wing. The other one hits the dragon and like kind of like below his throat, and the other one hits him square right in the snoot. And as they collide,
Right in the snoot.
sparks fly off, and the dragon roars with anger and is going to fly directly at Mihaly. Or unless there's anything else you'd like to do in your turn, Mihaly.
No, that's it.
Okay. All right. So the dragon soars up in the air. You can take it if you want, Davdithas, but you know.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
All right. So the dragon flies up into the air and flies over and lands at Mihaly. Idabrix, we're gonna skip you. Gunnar, it's your turn.
5'10" to Davdithas. Cure light. Stabilize.
I like it.
Because if I can get him back up to fighting shape, maybe we got hope. Take 3.
All right. I am still negative.
Sorry, still a bad cleric. I talk a big game, but powers are limited.
Oh wow! Anything else on your turn, Gunnar?
I whistle a happy tune, and I promise Davdithas if he gets up, I'll buy him a drink. And I'm done.
Davdithas, it's your turn, sir.
So that first roll was to stabilize, right?
So you are at positive hit points. You should be up by 3 right now, because it
Oh.
brings you to 0. If
Okay.
you had done any more actions like cast
Right. Okay.
cast any other spell besides a heal spell, you would have So you would have taken
Okay.
1 and gone under again, or out.
Are you
unconscious.
sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll take it. I think it works differently, but I'll take it. So yeah, in that case, with that cure, that does put me at like a little HP. So, yeah, I guess now that I'm conscious and somewhat healed, I'll look up at Gunnar and be like, "Oh, thank Desna, that hurt." And I'll be like, "Speaking of Desna," and I grab my holy symbol again, and I just look up and I say, "Please, a little more, whatever you got, whatever you can give us." And I'm gonna channel energy again for a whopping. That's a little bit better. 8 HP. I am excluding the dragon should he be in range.
I don't think he is, but okay.
Yeah, just in case.
All right. Anything else on your turn, Davdithas?
I'm just gonna stand up and be ready. That's all. So I'm done.
Okay. Mihaly, it is your turn, sir.
I'm gonna 5-step back away from him.
Okay.
We have no room on the map.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
If you
we'll
want
just say,
yep.
I'll just put myself there so as he's coming in, I pop up from my tree and like run backwards to the next tree. Because obviously he's pretty big, so he's gonna be blocked by the trees a little bit. So I have, I put a few feet in front of me and I turn around and in an attempt to finish the beast, I fire again.
Okay.
Some more magic missiles right into his big ugly face because I want to boop him in the snoot once more. 1, 2, and 3. A 3, a 2, and a 3 for 8 total.
All right. So as the missiles slam into the creature, he rears with complete anger, looks down at you, and says, "I am going to kill you and everything you hold dear."
I respond, "Well, you must at least respect the fight in me. Let's go."
Okay. All right, it's his turn.
Right?
He's going to take a 5-foot step forward and come with a mighty claw. So as he was rearing back, taking the damage from those magic missiles, he comes with a mighty swing of a claw for AC 30.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Like obviously his plus is probably breaking my DC.
All right. So
or AC rather.
As the claw comes through, it rakes across your chest, Mihaly, ripping your robes open, and his claws shred the chest of your chest muscles for 10 points of damage.
Wow.
Gunnar, it's your turn.
Oh God. I'm gonna delay till after Davdithas.
Okay. Davdithas.
All right, I am going to just look at Gunnar and say, "They need you more than me. I need time." And I am going to cast a, oh boy, 1 second, cure moderate wounds on Gunnar. Yeah. So let me just find the actual button here.
Okay.
I'm going to, it's going to say I'm using gentle repose. No reason I had that prepped whatsoever. At all. But I will exchange it for a cure moderate. And I'm going
to Okay.
I'm going to heal Gunnar for 11.
Nice.
So I reach out and I call to Desna, "Let this man guide us to victory." And I channel the healing energy into him.
Okay.
Is your sword still active? Or Star Knife, rather?
No, it dissipates when I go down. So.
Got it. Thanks.
Yep.
Gunnar, your turn. I'm going to drop your initiative to 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Time to move and beat feet into combat. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
So
45.
he is actually about 70 feet away from you right now. We just didn't have room on the map to keep you guys that separate. So you can full run to get there if you'd like,
So he's 70 feet away. That's a double move for me.
Yep.
I'm gonna move about 15 feet away with a clear straight line shot on him.
Okay.
Is that possible?
He is
kind of like prepping.
Yeah. I mean, he's in combat with Mihaly, but you do have line of sight on him.
I'm prepping for a charge attack if possible. I'm trying to position myself perfectly so the next round I can just get on in and swing on him.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay.
Anything else?
That's a double move I moved, so I can't heal.
Nope.
Right?
Right.
No, yeah. Then yeah, I think I'm done.
Okay. Mihaly.
All right. Looking down and seeing that the wounds nearly killed me. I'm going to again step back another 5 feet, and at this point it's a fight or flight type of scenario. And Mihaly's got only fight in him right now. He's pissed. And with that, he just continues to fight. We either go down together or none of us do. I don't know, but he fires off another 3 missiles.
Okay, let's see it.
1, 2, and 3.
As the missiles, I'm sorry. How much damage?
2, 4, and 2 for a total of 8.
Okay. So as the missiles start to fly out of Mihaly's fingers towards the beast, he exclaims, Aldorn was right. You were persistent. And as they launch into his flesh, he rears back, his wings throw back, and a scream of rage is expelled from his throat. He looks down with you, and as those yellow eyes focus on yours, Mihaly, slowly the life drains from him, and he falls over dead.
I walk over to him, like real quiet, like sneak up towards his snout and like grab a stick and just like poke him real quick, like ready to cast.
I'm running towards them.
Oh no, there's no like careful. Gunnar's like full tilt right now. This is like Barbarian screaming, sword overhead, shield in one arm. Okay. He's launching himself in the air, burying a sword into this freaking thing. Gotta make
he's
sure
like I'm poking him. He's real dead. Like this isn't like he's not about to bite me.
No.
Okay, you realize why I'm apprehensive.
Because you almost got 8 in the face.
Yeah, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
He's dead. He is dead. So as the dragon's laying there on the ground, the blood is seeping out of its body. This majestic creature, even though it is truly an evil creature, I mean, it's a majestic creature of this land, is laying there dead.
All right, so by about this point, I've finally caught up to them, and I look at it and I go, I can't believe it. We took him down. How'd this happen? How did we even get into this situation here?
Davdithas, are you okay, man? I saw you fall over.
I just look down at myself. There's like blood covering it. I go,
we're all like beat to hell.
I don't think I'm that good right now. And I just kind of take a knee right now. But I am going to hold on to my holy symbol and call to Desna. Please help us recover from this battle. And I'm going to channel energy not once, but twice.
Excluding the dragon?
Yes, excluding the corpse of the dragon.
Ooh, that was almost fun.
And so 9 and 4, so 13.
All right.
Yeah, this is rough. Ow. So I pull my blade out of the hide of this dragon and I look at the two of them. Can we never do that again?
Oh gosh.
I'm just like running on pure adrenaline, like shaking, like, no, let's do it again.
Mihaly, when a dragon tells you to stay out of combat, you stay out of combat.
I mean, this worked pretty well, didn't it?
Did it?
We're all here live, except for this thing.
Gunnar almost died. I don't even know where Idabrix is. She could be dead.
Oh shit, she could be. She's invisible.
For how?
She
Oh,
could
God.
definitely be dead.
Hold on, wait. She might be right next to us.
Do the squeak call. It's the
Um,
only way to know.
I yell out a
Idabrix!
bellowing call for her name that I don't want to do on stream for the fact that could blow out viewers' ears. So I call the Idabrix in a very loud Gunnar-like fashion.
Am I even remotely close enough to hear it?
No. No.
Yeah.
So if you were running full tilt, what's your base speed?
I was on my horse.
Yeah, you're
50.
gone.
All right. All right.
I was piecing on out.
All right.
So,
What are you guys doing in the meantime?
guys, I say we drag this dragon back to town.
How big? Look at how big this thing is.
Yeah, I can carry him.
I
I
want
don't-
to chop that thing's head off and
We're
mount
just-
it at the
We're
rusty
just
dragon.
dragging him, man. We're just dragging him the entire way. I am not leaving this thing out here.
I whistle to my donkey to beckon it. Can I do that? Can I just call over a mount?
Give me a handle animal check if you'd like to.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
No,
Handle animal.
Davdithas, before you say anything, hear me out.
9.
There are undead, including a vampire, all over the place. Do you want a dragon that's part vampire coming back and hunting us?
Well, what if we just take its head?
Yeah, okay.
I mean, while
I
we're
think
here,
that
let's
works.
grab a scale or two.
So
Scale.
th-
What do we?
this is hold on before we start taking a scale or two. I've got a proposition for you guys.
Look, kind of like the one he had for us that we never got to hear.
Exactly.
Okay, let's hear it.
How about we rest? I can take my time and skin this thing and take its head off, and we can bring back its skin and all of its scales and everything back to the town with us.
We need to find Idabrix. I don't know where she ran off to, though.
With that, we're going to switch over to Idabrix. Idabrix, what are you doing at this point?
Running like hell. No, I got myself a very comfortable distance away from the combat, and by that I meant totally out of earshot of everything that was happening.
Okay.
And at that point, I would like to stop running and dismount my horse, and I want to kind of inspect the dragon egg.
Okay.
Kind of check it out a little bit and see if it's okay, if it's cracked, if it's anything. Kind of like hold it up to my ear, see if I can hear anything.
Okay. All right. Give me a knowledge nature
Knowledge.
and a perception, please.
Nature. Knowledge nature is a 16, and perception is an 18.
Okay. Let me see what I can give. What was the nature again? Sorry.
16.
Alrighty. So you know this to be a egg of a bronze dragon.
Okay.
And you're assuming that based on what you've heard in the past, the fact that it was important to moat and the color of the shell. You think you don't know too much about it, but you think it to be extremely valuable. And you think to hatch it, it's going to take time, and it's also going to take fire.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So, about that perception, you hear some rustling in the woods around you.
Okay. I'm going to I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a stealth to try to hide.
Okay.
And
Explain to me
that
how you're
is-
trying to hide in the
well, so what's around me? I don't know exactly where I am at this point.
Here, let's give you a map so you can see what you're looking at.
That would be great.
All right. So I put you on the eastern side of the map
Okay,
because I figured you're traveling
Yeah.
west towards the sand point.
sure. Okay, so are those all singular trees or like little thickets?
No, they're singular trees.
Okay. I'm gonna duck over to the one that's to the south, like right there's like two of them that are, or well, I guess kind of three, 1, 2, 3,
To the south?
that are right to the south of me that
Yeah.
are kind of in a group. I'm gonna go to the one that's in the middle and kind of move like in between ish those two that are right to the south of me.
Okay.
Well, kind of southwestish.
Okay. Oh,
And kind of like hug up against the trunk and kind of make myself real small.
okay. Give me a stealth, please.
You should still be invisible, I believe.
No.
1 minute per round,
1 minute per round?
or 1 minute per level. Sorry, so 5 minutes total. It's only been like 10 rounds since she left,
No,
so
because you
that
guys
would be like
learned it-
60 seconds. That'd be like 1 minute.
No, because we went back to real time. Went to off initiative. Like, Decider cast a couple spells. You know, you guys started working on carving up the beast. I'd say it's been more than 5 minutes. Idabrix, I get a roll.
Yeah, so that's a 20 for me.
Idabrix, you see a figure step out from the from behind a tree. He's kind of like northwest of you,
Okay.
and he calls out, "Little one, Idabrix, I know you're there. Do not try to flee. We need to have a conversation."
Is this somebody I recognize or no?
No.
Okay. I am not going to move, but I'm not going to say anything.
Idabrix, we can do this the hard way or the easy way. I see you right over there behind that tree. If you try to run, this will not go well for you.
I am going to grab my short sword.
Okay.
And I am going to step out so he can see me. Well,
Okay.
so I'm a little less next to the tree. What do you want?
So do you have the dragon egg in one hand and the sword in the other one?
Yep.
All right.
So I'm holding the sword in my right hand and this dragon egg in my left.
Nate's knife pit. This is your random counter, so enjoy.
Thanks, Nate.
God damn it.
So he takes out a dagger, Idabrix, and he starts flipping it around his fingers, very skillfully, rolling it over his wrist, you know, making it dance around in his hands. Idabrix, I am a representative of a certain organization that you know well.
The Lollipop Guild.
Here in Sandpoint. We have ties in a lot of places. I'm sure you know.
You didn't answer my question.
I don't need to. You know who I represent. I'm sure you can guess by now. Say it. Oh,
Okay.
don't be so melodramatic. Just talk to me.
What are you doing here?
What we do everywhere. We make money. We don't necessarily do it on the level, which I'm well aware that you have, but you come into our town and you haven't paid any dues. You haven't sought us out. You haven't shown us the respect we deserve as a branch of the Brotherhood. And now I see that wonderful token in your hand. That That magnificent piece you have. I think that would bring you current with your dues in this area.
Yeah, you would think that, wouldn't you?
We've been watching. Oh, we've been watching closely. I think you should hand that over. I think that should come to the guild.
And if I say no?
Oh, I think you know the answer to that. Just remember, we are everywhere. You know. You know.
I am going to set the egg down,
Okay.
right, like with my bag and stuff.
Okay. So you're gonna like tuck it down behind you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell him, if you want it, you're gonna have to come and take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God.
We're on a roll. You do it.
Yeah, there were 3 of you.
We
but we
survive
fought
a
a
dragon
dragon.
fight. Yeah. We survive a dragon fight. She dies to some nameless guy in the woods.
If I die to some nameless guy in the woods, I brought it upon myself.
Idabrix, as you stand there, out from the trees step 5 more of the brethren.
Why are the tokens getting bigger?
They're big guys.
They're all casting in large person at once.
Right?
Run.
I mean, at that size bonus, though, I think you get a plus to hit. So,
Like they're all Gunner's size.
yeah.
So Idabrix, as you watch, one by one, 5 more step out from the trees, to, some of them are holding swords, some of them have bows trained on you, and but they are, they've stepped out and they are pretty much surrounding you. Listen, Idabrix, I think we got off to a bad start here. Maybe we can come to an agreement that will so satisfy your requirements to us and our the agreements in our town. This item's obviously very dear to you, right?
I mean, sure.
What do you propose in return? Something. Surely you must have something that you would offer in lieu of this. With that, we're going to jump over to Gunnar, Mihaly, and Davdithas.
Okay.
I'd like to do something, but I want you to tell me if it's even physically possible.
Sure.
My idea was I want to carrier pigeon a note with my summoned raven to go find Idabrix. We know the general direction she ran off in. I wanted to hand it a note and send it off.
What is it? It's 1 round per level?
Yeah, that's a thing. You've said it's been more than 5 minutes that she's running now, so I think she'd be out of my range. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. In that case, I won't even attempt it. Because my character would know that since it's been so long, if she was at a full blast run on a horse,
yep,
probably not going to catch her in that short of a time anyway. Guys, what do we do about this dragon? You said you want to set up in camp and rest. I mean, Idabrix is probably back to the tavern by now.
So, Mike, has time elapsed from the last?
If you like, if you want to use that time to harvest,
That's Gunnar immediately started going the hardest. Like I
Okay.
said, I'm taking, full time, taking a 20 if possible to start to skin this thing.
All right, so let's look at that. Let's look at which skill. I think it would be a profession skill, but let me take a look.
Survival, maybe?
I don't really think survival. I think it'd be more of one of the profession skills. Um,
Well, in the meantime, I'm going to try and gather up our horses and donkey, and I'll make small talk with with Mihaly while Gunnar's going full bore. Into
Yeah,
this
I'll,
thing.
I'll help him collect the animals and bring them back.
I'll allow to harvest it. I will allow a survival check.
Okay.
Let
I
us-
will use an advantage roll.
All right, let us
And a
know how you're
+3.
doing on that.
Pardon me?
Let us know how you're doing it. Describe it to the just describe us what you're doing.
So having been a hunter previous, he knows how to skin other animals, to make them feel ready for food and, to use their pelts and their cloak. So, you start, stem to stern, and then around the neck, and you kind of start peeling back and tugging. And then I'm going to make a hole around where the wings are. I'm not going to try to pull all the skin off with the skin on the wings. It's just going to go down the full torso and down the tail.
Okay.
And try to get all that and kind of slowly trim all the sinew and everything as I'm doing it. And I'm being ultra careful with my blade as I'm going down the thing, and getting the guys to try to help me push and twist and move the torso of this giant beast as we continue to cut away, and I'm kind of flensing the thing down.
What aspects of it are you specifically looking for?
I'd love to get a huge section of the skin off of the torso,
Okay.
like one or two big usable chunks of skin.
So
maybe to make
scales or physical meat.
Scales. So
Okay.
maybe make Decider a really cool new shield. We can
Okay.
get him a black dragon shield. Would be awesome.
Okay.
Ooh.
Or maybe if we could get a cloak out of the scales for Mihaly.
All right, give me a survival check.
One fancy dragon scale hat, please.
Absolutely, man.
That's why I was thinking
so
we just
yeah.
take its head, hollow it out. There's your new hat.
So I'm going to use an advantage, and I'm going to use the 3 from Quaman.
Okay. Let's see this roll.
Oh, 15 on the first one. And on the second one, we're going with 28.
There you go.
Nice.
All right.
I'll
Nice
take
shot.
the 28.
All right, so you take some time and you carve off. You meticulously take your dagger and you get it under some of the scales. And after you look at it for a second, you're like, "Oh, I get this. I've kind of done something similar." But you adapt your knowledge from previously, stripping down elk and deer and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
you get under the scales and you're able to take successfully get off about 25 of them.
Awesome.
You think these would be usable? The rest are either too small or just unusable at that point. So
Okay. Yeah, we did do a lot of damage to the body too in the fight, so I totally understand that.
Yep.
And then I'm going to position to take its head off too. Is that cool with you?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that would just be like you're just sawing through the neck.
Yeah.
You could do that.
Solid depth movement.
So that is going to be. I got to calculate the weight on it, but we'll figure that out in a couple minutes. Is anybody else
Okay.
doing anything during this time while he's harvesting the meat and the things from the Black Dragon? You guys valiantly vanquished.
Yeah, me and Davdithas are out collecting animals.
Yeah.
I want to mention to him that the armor of Moat must just be just up there somewhere in the path. Perhaps we should collect it.
The legs are.
Oh.
I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Oh, his chest piece too. I tried to swing off the donkey and swoop his chest piece, but
Well, we can take a look up there. I mean, if we
it
get a
should be
chance.
where we left the donkey anyway, right?
Should be, at least.
Hopefully Jackson's still alive now that I think about it.
Oh, what?
And hopefully he didn't get eaten by a dragon.
Poor dog.
I'll never financially recover from this if he did.
Wow.
We've-
Wow.
Gosh, I know I can't afford another donkey, but what was with him mentioning Aldern? Did you catch that?
No, I did. I almost wondered if he misspoke. I mean, he's the Aldrin's the guy who took us on the hunt, right?
Yeah, the guy who came back looking about 50% more swole than last time we saw him.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
You don't think that's like a dragon amount of swole, is it?
I mean, I've been fighting all sorts of things and I haven't gotten that swole in that amount of time.
Well, I mean, we didn't notice it on
Something's
mode. At this point, anyone could be a dragon. Wait, Davdithas, look me in the eye. Are you a dragon?
I would, but I'm afraid I might breathe fire on you.
Oh my god. Already magic missile.
Might kill him. Jesus.
No, I'm not a dragon.
All right. So
okay, I didn't really think you were, but if you were, that'd be pretty cool. I'm not going to lie.
If only. I would have brought it out during that.
Yeah, I imagine you would have. Good point. Man, poor mode.
So are you guys going back up to look for the armor, or what are you doing? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I mean, if we have to go collect the donkey anyway, grab whatever's left of his mangled corpse, maybe a little memento to pass on to his family. Who knows?
His dragon family.
He did have Moat had like a holy symbol of his own god, did he not?
He did.
Okay, I'd like to try find that.
I believe,
if possible,
it was embedded in his shield, if I remember right. I said when we first met Moat, I believe it was embedded in his shield, but I'm not sure.
Which he didn't have that sort.
Which has been missing for a long time.
Yeah.
I thought he used it recently, but whatever. Don't worry about
it. No, he just went dragon. That's all.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
He was dragging it around with him.
Get out.
Hey.
I'm ashamed to be part of this production.
I love it. More puns.
All right. So, yeah, if you guys want to go back up there, you can definitely do that.
Yeah, we're doing that.
All right. So when you get up there, Davdithas, you look down and the armor is in a pile there. If you guys take a couple minutes, you're able to find pretty much everything's right in the same general area. And
all right.
As you look at the armor, you realize that this is a very, very fine set of plate armor, and you think it might be masterwork.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, we'll collect that up.
Okay. Give me a perception, please.
Sure.
Should I even bother, or should I bother to roll a 1?
It's okay. I'll use one of my +1s.
Oh, I rolled a 2. Never mind.
Oh, very nice.
Moving on up.
Moving on up
to the east side.
I'm going to use a +1 from Quaman, and I am going to roll a 12 + 15 for 27.
Interesting.
Damn, son.
Interesting. Idabrix, we're going to switch back over to you. What are you doing? So when we left you, Idabrix, he had asked what else you could offer in return instead of the prize that you had just laid down at your feet with the rest of your gear.
A proposition.
Interesting. Men, stand down. I would like to hear this.
Take the egg as collateral. I get it back when I pay back what I owe.
Interesting. I think that can be arranged. Idabrix, you should have sought us out when we came to town. You got our messages, right?
I got your messages.
You should have put the signs on the wall. This could have gone so much more smoother. I'll tell you what, Idabrix, that sounds like a plan to me. We don't want strife. It makes money for nobody. These are troubling times, especially in this town. It's usually such an easy town to work. I'll take the egg, and I'll come up and I will figure out a number where we can be square. There'll be a little tax on that as well because I had to come see you. But I will be in touch. I will let you I will let you know when I have come up with a number and we can see if it's fair.
I reach into my bag and I pull out the tiny tiara I've been carrying around.
Okay.
And I fling that to him and I said, put that towards what I owe.
All right. So he takes it and he looks at it. Fair enough. Idabrix, be safe. And they all melt back into the trees and fade out. And with that, we're going to take a quick break, guys.
Righto.
All right, let's have a quick discussion. I want to have a quick discussion with you guys.
Oh boy.
All right.
Magic missiles did like 80% of the damage on that dragon.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, like 80%. I want to add it up and figure out exactly how much. But Mihaly, you killed that dragon pretty damn good, man. That was a
Thank you.
scary fight. That could have gone very differently. So you got a little bit of the luck there without even having to have the cleric cast it. So
A bit of luck for you, laddie.
why did I say it? Why did
Ah.
I say it? Why did I say it?
Bring it back. Bring it back.
But yeah, that was a very, because of decisions you guys made, it was a very tough fight. And it could have gone a lot worse. Not gonna lie, I held a little bit back. But oh man, that breath weapon could have killed you guys outright. It really
came very close to doing so.
Yeah. And I know, Davdithas, your reflex check is not.
I've got a +1. You know, it's there. There's something.
How do you have a +1 to a reflex save?
Because of my I think I'm a level 1 fighter.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes and we'll continue the epic struggle of Sandpoint. We'll see you in a few. All right, guys, thank you for bearing with us. We're coming back from that break and we're going to get back to action in a second there. How you guys feeling about tonight so far?
Oh, lovely.
Great.
Oh, it's a night.
Decider, I'm going to need you to...
What a night.
Yes, I was gonna do it. Damn.
I can feel it coming in the air
Coming in
tonight.
here.
Tonight. Oh, Lord. Decider, I'm going to need you to not fall asleep while we're playing this game.
What are you
Oh, that was
talking
your
about?
that was your character. My bad.
He's just taking a quick nap during the dragon fight.
Yep.
He,
He's like,
he
"Yeah."
feigned death. You would never actually let me die, right? Right, Mike? Right?
Your party almost let you die there, partner.
Oh, I see how it is. You're manipulating me to hate my party now. Well, guess what? It's working. I hate you all.
I mean,
As it should be.
that's fair.
We can't argue that.
Alrighty. Where should we get back to? Let's get back to Idabrix. What are you going to do after everybody leaves and they take the egg?
Oh, they did take the egg, huh?
They did.
I was
take
going
the
to call you on the fact that you didn't say they took the egg.
All right. So he suddenly appears and he's like, you know what? I forgot that egg. All right.
Oh shit, my bad, guys. You know, I've just been like a klutz all day.
I mean, the sight of that dragon threw me off a little bit. So, I mean,
I'm gonna just take this and be out of your hair.
Oh my gosh. So at that point, Idabrix is like, shit, I better come up with something to tell everybody about what happened to this dragon egg.
that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
And then what are you going to do?
I guess at this point, she'll just kind of hang out because she doesn't want to go all the way back to town without everybody, because then she's got to explain to the entire town about why she's back and nobody else is. And she doesn't know that the dragon is dead, so she doesn't really want to go back that way either.
Start a new life.
So yeah, she's
Just
gonna
off
stay
to
right
Magnemar
here
with you.
and go off the grid.
And Tabletop Tavern 3 is born.
Right.
The spin-off show.
The spin-off show for Idabrix.
Adventures
my
of
God.
Idabrix.
I love it.
It's just a one-on-one session with Mike DMing everything I do. Be like, Idabrix spends today gathering coconuts. Okay, and that was tonight's show, folks. Yeah, so she's just gonna kind of sit tight. So she's gonna she's just gonna kind of wait at this point until she possibly hears everybody coming back the direction she went.
Gunnar, Davdithas,
Yeah.
and Mihaly, what are you doing?
So at this point we've collected up the stuff where Moat's corpse is and everything.
Give me a
Okay.
perc-
Yeah, we'd be heading back down towards that dragon corpse, I assume.
Yeah, we'll go to meet up with Gunnar, see what progress he's made there.
Oh, did I ask you guys for a perception?
You did, and I rolled a 27 and you said thanks, and then you cut away.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And then you got away.
So any other things you want to say?
Davdithas, you hear a rustling from the woods.
I put my hand out to Mihaly and I just go, hold up. And I yell out, who's there?
I start casting Detect Magic.
All right, so let's do it like this. All right, Davdithas, I am actually, you know what? We can use the other map. We'll just go back up to it.
Okay.
So this is where you were, and
Okay.
you guys can position yourself around there any way you'd like. I'm gonna remove pointers. Oh, that's not what I'm gonna do. Oh, guys, I'm bad at this game.
What'd you do?
I closed the map.
Nah. You want me to share it with you? Oh, wait, I can't.
I'm just trying to remove pointers. Okay, so you guys are standing there. Davdithas, you call out, who goes there? And hear nothing. And then Mihaly is going to cast Detect Magic. In which direction?
Whichever direction Davdithas looked. Like when he was projecting his voice, I assume he was looking in the direction he heard a noise, so I'm focused that way as well.
Davdithas, you hear the noise from the west of you.
Okay.
So it's a little bit out. Yeah.
Okay. So
Directly,
yeah, I would
directly
definitely
west of you in the woods.
I would have definitely looked in that direction and yelled out.
Mihaly, what's the range on it again?
Fantastic question. Bear
1
with
billion
me.
meters.
$1 billion. Mwahaha.
It's just the range is so high, you just always detect something magical, no matter what direction you put it in.
That would be
Like,
a
yeah, you
super-
detect it.
Super.
60 feet cone-shaped emanation.
Okay. You do detect magic.
I
from the
continue to
wa-
concentrate to determine what it is.
I think it would be enhancement. I'm trying to think what the
Well, I guess the next thing I would get the next round would be the number of different magical auras
one,
and the most
Two.
potent.
two. I'm sorry. In
And third round is strength and location.
I'm trying to think what with magic it is, but it is coming from right in the same direction that Davdithas kind of pointed at. It's about 40 to 50 feet to the west of you.
So as he's still doing that, and I'm assuming I got no response from my initial hail.
No, you did not.
All right. I'll yell out once more. I said, who goes there?
A simple woodsman.
Show yourself.
I'm gonna.
Who are you
Well,
to
no,
ma-
I won't.
Who are you to make demands?
Fair enough. If you have no business with us, then I suppose we just go on our merry way.
I suppose.
Fair enough.
I must say that was an interesting. Things like that don't generally happen in these woods.
I'm guessing I can't see him yet. Still.
No.
Okay.
But
Uh,
I mean,
At this point,
you're
would I
very-
know the location?
40 feet to your west.
I'm gonna start pointing in the direction
Davdithas.
so
Okay.
Davdithas can see me.
All right. So Davdithas, you're having a conversation with this guy or whoever this person is, and it's to the west of you. You're pretty sure you know in about the general area, and Mihaly
Yeah.
is outlining to you almost the exact area that they're in. So
I'm like, I know. So you saw what happened here?
oh yeah,
Saw the whole thing?
I did.
Pretty impressive, right?
Isn't that what literally I just said a minute ago?
Yeah, I know, but I wanted to hear it again.
City people.
You know, you sound like a nice person. I mean, perhaps you want to come out and say hello?
That's a little bit of better way to ask than the demand of my time.
You're right. I apologize. We've been under a little bit of stress.
Understood. So a man walks out of the woods. He is dressed in like natural clothing insofar as like they look to be animal skins. Green tunic. He's got a bow slung over his shoulder, and a long dagger at his side, and several pouches around him. He has got long blondish hair. He appears to be human. At your initial indication is you think he's human. Beard, and pretty muscular. Like lean, like a lean muscular type person.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Can I determine which items he has are magical at this point?
you think the bow and the dagger at his side.
Well, it's good to meet you, sir. I'm Davdithas, a cleric of Desna, and this here is my good friend Mihaly. He likes hats. And who might you be?
I am a Rithril.
It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
I hunt these woods. I'm just a simple woodsman.
Have you seen a lot of things like this in the woods?
This is the first time I've ever experienced something like this.
Yeah, same here. I mean, besides meeting him one other time, but you know, it's been crazy. Have you been staying safe?
I always try to stay safe. Davdithas, interesting. That and Mihaly. Wait, you guys are the guys that have been helping Sandpoint recently.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to brag, but some people are calling us heroes even.
The heroes of Sandpoint.
That's the one. Yeah. That's what they keep calling us. I keep forgetting because, you know, I'm just so used to just being a humble cleric of Desna, and he's used to being a humble wearer of hats.
I nod. It's true.
He looks at you just oddly, and he kind of munders under his breath, city folk. I wonder if I might get some of the scales from that great beast.
I mean, I believe Gunnar's working on it. He'll probably be the one you want to talk to. I don't partake in those things.
I mean, anything's possible for a price. You said you're a woodsman?
Yeah.
Surely you don't make enough to, you know, buy fancy weapons like you have on you. Where did you get those?
That's he looks at you and he kind of shakes his head for a minute. You think he's trying to decide?
I'm in tune with magical properties. I picked this stuff up. It's inherent within me. I mean, I can look
Yes,
at them
but
and
do
tell
you-
that those must have been pricey.
But do you generally go up to everybody you meet and ask them where they got their most prized possession?
Do you generally walk up to the crash site of a black chromatic dragon, not knowing if it's dead or not? That's a little sketchy too.
That's
I feel like there's more
That's-
that you're not letting us on.
I don't care what you think. That's down there.
Nor do I.
All right, then be on your way. I'll go talk to Gunnar. He's obviously in charge, and he starts to walk back down the other way.
I'm gonna look quickly over to Mihaly and go, "You don't have good people skills, do you?"
Gunnar, give me a perception check, please.
I rolled a 14 plus 1 for 15, but Mike, I'll be honest with you, with the scaling and the care that I'm taking to try to procure everything that I can off this thing, I probably wouldn't notice.
It's a
So I'm gonna
it's a
elect to fail.
formality. He's got good stealth, so
Okay.
So Gunnar, from the wood line by you, you hear a voice call out to you. Ho!
Afternoon.
I
It's a-
met the other two up there. You're Gunnar, aren't you?
Aye. And you are?
My name's Erithril. I wonder if you guys would part with any of those scales. I tried to ask the other two, and the little one, he was rude.
Tensions are a little high. Come closer. Let us talk.
All right. So he shrugs his bow over, across his body. Hands nowhere near his weapons. He walks up.
Are you hungry? Thirsty?
I'm good. I just it's just interesting. It's not many days you see a dragon in the woods. I wonder if that could make some light armor for me.
This is what I was thinking. I could help the little one or the bigger one and help fashion some armor for them. Perhaps something.
What about the scraps? Would you sell me some of the scraps that you're not going to use? I'd take some of the meat too. I'm sure I could eat that.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you the meat. That is yours. Erithril?
Yes.
He extends his forearm.
He reaches back out and clasps your wrists.
It's good to meet you, sir. I see you're some sort of hunter in these area?
Yeah, hunter trapper, that type of thing. I'm
Okay. Very good, very good. I'll happily share the meat and some of the scrap scales. I'd be more than happy to share.
I must insist on paying, at least for the scales. I mean, this is, even if they're the scraps, let me pay for it.
I can accept that.
All right. We'll figure out the amount. I gotta see what the worth is. It's not worth looking up right now. But we'll figure out the amount. Yep.
I'm sure we can come to a fair agreement for a fair price.
Excellent. So what, I know there's a lot going on in Sandpoint. I came by this area quite by chance. It's interesting to see. I mean, you guys did very well, even though that battle was interesting. Davdithas and Mihaly, what are you doing at this point? Are you guys coming back down, or what are you guys doing at this point?
When you last asked us, we said we were headed down to see Gunnar.
All right.
I assume we'd be like right next to the guys he was walking down there if we're walking at about the same pace.
Okay.
We have to wrangle our animals, but
All right. I just wanted to make sure you're in the same area. So
Yeah.
This is strange times in this area. Normally it's a peaceful area. Occasionally we'll have a goblin or two come through or something, like a troll or something. But I mean, I don't get into town much, but there's a lot going on.
Gunnar kind of pauses sitting on a haunch and he kind of points, motioning with like the flensing blade. And he's like, goblins, trolls, giants, undead, vampires, everything.
I bet his ears perk up. What do you mean vampires?
We've been doing quests and trying to help the town and help the people, and we're encountering all sorts of things, and we encountered a vampire at an estate farm that we were investigating.
Yeah, it seemed almost like a random encounter with a vampire.
Everybody give me a
what was that?
I'm leaving. Everybody give me a sense motive.
Sure.
Actually, a perception first too. Well, but you can do them out of order if you'd like.
Done. All right. My perception was a 29. My sense motive was a 25.
Okay.
A sense motive of a 5 and a perception of a 6.
Okay.
Perception of 3, sense motive of 8.
Oh my goodness.
Davdithas, when you hear Gunnar mention the vampire, and you look at his face, a flash comes over it. It flashes two emotions very quickly. One is clearly hurt, and the other one is clearly anger. But he just kind of nods his head and grits his teeth a little bit. Where'd you encounter that vampire?
Do you have a map of the area? I can show you.
Yeah. And he unrolls like a pelt with burnt lines in it, and it has a general overview of the whole area.
So it's a day-long travel around this way. This is the route that we took, and if you move around here, you're gonna see a farm that kind of encompasses in a circle right here.
Out in the farmlands. I've done business out there.
And this one in particular, you're gonna notice because the barn's burnt down and the house is messed up, and there's bodies and zombies all through the field. We took down as many as we could, but we had to get back here for business.
And when was that? When did you see him?
A day ago?
Was it a him or her?
Him.
Okay. All right.
Erythrol, if I may borrow a moment of your time in private.
Sure. We walk.
So I'm gonna step away from the team, and I'm just gonna go. I saw the look on your face when we mentioned vampires. Is there something going on?
No, it's a personal matter. Vampires have affected my life in the past, and I'll leave it at that. Deeply.
Well, we would be happy to help you in any way we can. If there's anything we can do for you.
I think you have your own struggles right now, but I do appreciate that. If you see more, I'd pay for that information. I can pay in either information or food or pelts or something or favors, but I would really appreciate if you would pass that information along to me.
I believe we can do so. How would we go about contacting you?
I'll tell you what, I'll make a stop in town in a week's time. And where can I find you in town?
The good old Rusty Dragon Inn.
Oh, guests of Amiko.
Yeah, you know Amiko? She's good people.
She is good people.
Yeah. But yeah, we're spending our time there.
Okay. I'll make my way there in a week's time, and if you get any information, I would really, he looks you dead in the eye and just very stern look, his cold gray eyes, just, you can tell there's something there, Davdithas. So. Yeah.
All right. I wish you the best of luck.
All right. I'm going to go harvest some of this meat and finish my interaction with Gunnar, and then I will be off. I wish you well, Cleric Adesna, and I hope that this gives some peace to Sandpoint.
Yes, I hope so too. And I wish you the best, man of wood.
Oh, he's got wood, and he knows how to use it.
All right. So what are you guys going to do when you wrap this
up? Finish my procedure. I'll help him harvest some of the meat, and I think it's time to head back towards the city.
Okay.
Yeah, agreed.
While we're standing over the corpse, are there the dragon corpse that is, like Gunnar harvested the big usable scales, right? Like
Correct.
the best ones.
Yeah, and he gave some of the other scales to Arisrol.
Can I like pluck a few smaller ones off of the back of its neck or head, just as like trinkets?
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
start filling up my bag with anything I can grab, like a handful of them.
Yeah, so they're about, I would say probably about, like maybe 2 inches by 2 inches.
Yeah, just
square,
like
yeah,
you wouldn't
yeah.
really use them for armor or something, but just to sell or to make something out of,
Yeah, absolutely.
like
So
a
I'll-
necklace.
So how much of that you want to grab? Because there's probably like
As many as I can pry off in a short period of time, like a
All right.
minute.
I'll
Just
say,
as
like,
everyone's packing up, I'm just like yanking at 2 or 3 of them, whatever.
oh, okay. So I'll say you could do 5 then.
Okay.
Alrighty.
One other thing I was thinking is, can I harvest a talon from it to decorate Jackson, the valiant war donkey? I feel like it deserves a dragon talon to adorn it.
Absolutely. I will allow
Thank you. I really appreciate that, Mike. Thanks. It's gonna be the most badass donkey ever. From like plowing a field to fucking like wearing dragon scales.
We're gonna walk back into town. Everybody's gonna look at me high and its donkey and go, "Look at that ass."
Look at that.
That's awesome.
That donkey is so slow. It is dragon ass.
Wow. That was a good one.
No, it wasn't.
No,
Don't
I really
encourage
like that. I'm gonna be a dad soon, so I'm gonna need to learn some
Oh
puns.
my god,
Let's go.
you need to get going on that.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a
suggest
dad.
not
I can
starting
help you
off.
with those. We're good.
I suggest not starting off with ass jokes to your newborn child.
Are you
Whatever.
kidding? That's my whole repertoire.
Whatever. The kid doesn't know what he's talking about. Come on.
That's
It's
true.
fine.
You say
Yet.
anything in a nice
All
tone
right.
to make
So
him
what are we
happy.
doing here, guys? What are we doing after this?
Grab the stuff and get going.
Yeah, head back to town. What I'd like to suggest to everyone is maybe we head back to where the events first took place and head in the exact direction Idabrix took off in. Maybe we'll encounter her on the way, and
There
if
you go.
not, hopefully back at Sandpoint.
Coolios.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I just want to
One
jump in
quick
real
thing.
Coolios, that was your random encounter that has become canon. So there you go.
One quick thing while we're moving. Before we take off, I'm gonna lash the head to my shield and just throw it on my back real quick, just a way to transport it.
Okay. All right. And it's going on the horse.
Yeah.
All right. So when I picture the head, I picture like a good 5 feet, 6 feet by like 5 feet. You know what I'm saying? So like
Okay. Yeah.
this is it's gonna be bulky and awkward. So
Can we fashion a sled from some logs and drag a bunch of its parts back?
No, we got what we needed. We harvested all the scales and stuff like that. We gave the meat to the hunter and we got the head. We're good.
Let's take a slow stroll back then. We got all the time in the world.
okay. Idabrix, what are you doing in the woods? You're just waiting around to see if your party shows up?
I'm sort of like, at this point, like I just kind of take my horse by the reins and we're kind of just walking slowly, but like almost zigzagging back in like the direction that we came from.
Like
So
like back towards the fight?
back towards the fight, but just kind of not going super fast because I want to be able to stop and listen and see if I hear them coming, but I'm kind of zigzagging through the woods a little bit so that way if I for whatever reason don't hear them coming, maybe I'll just kind of run into them.
Okay. Okay. How are you guys gonna try to fight Idabrix? Are you gonna track? What do you tell me what you guys are doing?
Yeah, I can do a passive track as we're slow riding.
All right, give me a couple survivals.
There's one for a 23.
Okay.
There's 2 for a 25.
Okay.
Wow.
And here is 3 for a 22.
Nice rolls, man.
Thank you.
You want to swap dice?
He's like, I just got these dice.
So, like Davdithas suggested, you guys walk up to the original point where the fight took place. It's very clear where Idabrix took off with her horse. It makes a very clear trail through the woods. You guys follow it for a while, and you start to hear something off in the distance, and you hear somebody traveling through the woods. After, how are you guys going to approach this?
We all hear it?
You all hear it.
I cast Detect Magic in its general direction.
Um,
That's really all I got.
Yep.
I call out with a hail.
Idabrix?
Am I close enough for his
Yes.
okay. So you would happen to notice that I have 2 magical items on me. Like you could tell
No,
that
but do you acknowledge the hail?
I would assume I'd recognize it's Gunnar.
Yes. Yep.
Then yes. I'm like, Gunnar, I'm over here.
That's her. Let's go. Let's go.
I boisterously laugh and spur my horse in the direction of.
Okay. So you guys, you meet in the middle, and what are you doing?
Oh, Idabrix.
Holy crap, you're not dead!
Well, it was close, but we pulled through, and we've got some things to show for it. And I just point over to Gunnar, who's got the head.
I'm thoroughly impressed. And a little sad that I missed it.
I'm
It was
thoroughly
pretty wild.
exhausted.
There is one thing that we do have to worry about, though. As that dragon was going down, he mentioned Aldern's name.
Aldern? Like the hunt guy?
Idabrix,
Yes.
give me a knowledge local, please.
Knowledge local. Ooh, gosh, that's an 8.
Does anybody else have knowledge local?
Nope.
Religion and dungeoneering, but no local.
Okay.
So yeah, he mentioned that Aldern said we were a tricksy bunch, a resilient bunch. He some sort of adjective. I don't know. My head's still spinning from getting knocked a couple times.
Yeah, I can imagine. How does this dragon... What? Like,
I think I'm missing my spleen.
I'm not sure how it all ties in, but I'm worried.
I'm very confused by this.
Can I just say, I don't say this often, I really want to drink tonight.
I think you've earned it.
I think you've all earned it.
Hey,
Idabrix.
Idabrix, good job on that save with the egg earlier, too.
That
Yeah,
was amazing, by the way. No
about
one could
the
have done that
egg.
but you.
I don't have it.
Idabrix, give me an intelligence check.
I will do that. 7.
Thank you.
Oof.
I has to dumb.
Idabrix, what do you mean you don't have it? What happened? Did you drop it on the way? We didn't see it heading out here.
No, I didn't drop it. So
You ate it, didn't you?
might-
You made a dragon omelet. I knew it. You took my plan.
yes, that's what I did.
I knew it. We shouldn't have let her have it. We've been hungry. We've been eating field rations. First thing
I-
I was gonna do when I
Rations are
saw
good.
them.
I packed them
There's no way
myself.
you had time to set up camp and cook.
I mean, you guys were gone for a while.
I'd like to sense motive, please. We've not been gone that long.
Roll it.
And Gunner's so friggin' hungry he would have smelled it for miles.
This is true.
Nat 1. I believe her. She looks full.
Idabrix, give me if you're gonna bluff, give me a bluff. I want to see this 1-to-1.
I would like to use one of my plus ones.
Okay, you
I'm
automatically.
gonna use my plus one from Brimble
As you should.
76.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you don't even roll it.
so you don't
Just
have-
because
Yeah,
I
you don't-
want to make sure.
Unless Gunner's in on that too, in which case you have to break a 6. But
That's a 25.
Nope. Oh, was it rich and tasty like quail eggs or like goose eggs? Or was it runny kind of like chicken eggs?
It was like an ostrich egg, actually.
What's an ostrich?
Can't-
I guess it's a really big bird that somebody my size could probably ride pretty easily.
Oh, so
I've never seen one, but had an egg. It was big.
I'm
It
gonna
was
be
like the
honest.
size
I'm
of my
pretty
head.
disappointed. I mean,
Yeah.
we were supposed to protect that from Moat. That was the whole point. Now his death is in vain.
You ate Moat's kid.
This is, oh my gosh.
What would Moat say? You
I mean,
ate
if he was
his
alive, he'd be
baby.
pretty pissed. He'd probably be eating her right now.
Well,
Right?
if Moat was alive, I wouldn't have eaten his kid.
So wait, the moment a parent dies, you go ahead and eat children? It just
Idabrix, I feel like there's a lot we need to learn about you. I am shocked.
Oh my
Davdithas,
gosh.
you were the one who wanted to make the omelet out of it. It was your idea.
It was an
Gunnar
idea. I
leans
wasn't
in.
gonna do it.
Gunnar leans in and squints at Idabrix and goes, "Do you worship an evil god?"
Detect evil on me.
I don't wanna.
I'd rather not know.
Hold on. I can today, and I just call the Desmond and say, if there's any evil in this creature, let it be known. And I cast Detect Evil.
Nothing happens.
Behind her, the giant presence of a Demogorgon is like with like puppet fingers looms over her, and Idabrix just smiles innocently at you.
I just look up at it and wink, and I move on with my life.
Nope, not fighting that.
No,
Nope.
we are good.
I saw nothing. It just
Oh my gosh.
Excellent.
Oh, that's funny.
She does not. She does not radiate evil.
I figured as much.
Yeah, okay.
But
I was gonna say, if you're actually being legit, like we have bigger worries.
we need to change tones immediately.
Yeah,
at that
this
point.
whole campaign is turned upside down if that's the case. But
Oh, we can
Yeah,
we can
nope.
glad to know.
Nope. That's why she said, just take a closer look. I am not evil.
I look through the team and I go, she's clean.
I mean, sure, you're not evil, but damn, eating the egg.
Savage.
That is ruthless.
Gosh, I just wish we could have done Moat better than that. But
I know.
As much as I'm enjoying the dilly-dallying and the catching up, I'm really hungry. And I've got a dragon head on my hip that's really heavy.
I suppose we should just be thankful that we're alive after what happened. Let's
There
get
are
back to
2
town.
fewer dragons in this area. The fact that there were 2 dragons in this area alone is astounding.
Yeah.
But now there are 2 fewer.
I mean, that's fair. But-
This was a day's work, folks.
A week's worth.
For sure.
I'm okay with it.
Let's get back to town.
As before we get back on the horses, I sort of like stick my hand in my pocket and I pull out the key again, and I'm like, guys, I'm still really puzzled by this. Give me just a minute to look this over again, okay?
Sure.
What do you need for that, Mike?
That would be a local.
A local. I would like to use another one of my +1s from Nate, and I was also given an advantage roll from Optimus, and I would like to use that as well.
Okay.
We're going hard on this one.
I really want to figure this out. So local. It didn't take the +1, so that would be a 12
Okay. And let's see the
instead of an
advantage.
11, and that would be a 16 instead of a 15. So I'll take the 16.
Idabrix, you look down at the key in your hand that you found on the farm, and you turn it over, and you like scratching your head. You're like, I've seen something about this is ringing. It just sticks out in my head, and like a thunderclap, it hits you. This is the house symbol of Aldern,
Oh,
his coat of
Knew it.
arms.
So the
Idabrix.
black dragon. I'm sorry, you didn't say this out loud yet. I apologize.
So, Idabrix, it looks like you've got a shocked look on your face there.
guys, I know where I've seen this symbol before.
Where?
This is Aldern's house symbol.
Oh no, this is too much. The dragon and now the key.
Wait, what's Aldern's last name? Habe?
Foxglove or something.
Yes.
Oh wow!
Was that
I
not-
got it. I got
Wow,
it.
nice.
I did it.
Someone's
I'm
paying
impressed.
attention.
Thank you.
You know what? I take back everything I said about you today.
Wow.
Today.
Wow.
Today.
Oh, just today. Never mind. Always a caveat. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. What was the name of the farm we were at?
Do we know? Was it? I mean,
It
I
was
don't even.
Habe's farm, right?
Hey, yeah. No. Hold on.
And instantly slide back down.
No, Habe was at the
Davdithas, why don't you-
sanatorium.
Davdithas, why don't you explain
Right.
to him who Aldern is? Because I think some people are having a problem remembering.
So, I mean, Aldern obviously was the nobleman who took us out on that boar hunt at first, and then we didn't see him for quite a while, and then
Cane
when
sword.
what was that?
Cane sword.
Yeah, he
Yes.
came back after a whole bunch of events had happened after we cleared out, the goblins and stuff, and Gunnar was out by the shore waiting for those shin bones, and
Them bones, them
he sho-
bones.
yeah, dem bones, and he showed up in the inn, and he was swole, he was tough looking, he was a lot more confident, but gosh, do you think that maybe he was gone all that time, like, and he was a part of all this somehow? I mean, he got strong really fast.
It was Hambley Farm.
Magic.
Hambly. It could have been magic. Could have been anything. But he looked like he had more improvement than we've had in the amount of time, and we've been out here like fighting a war. It's suspicious. All of this is suspicious. The dragon saying it, his key showing up at the farm that's been devastated by like a zombie outbreak. This isn't right. We need to find where he is.
We can't raise suspicions yet.
No, we
have
need to be
find more
prepared.
facts.
We just
He
have to be
obviously knew
tactful,
that dragon.
which we are not.
They've conversed before.
There's one person we can always trust, and that's Father Xanthus. I think we should bring the news to him.
All right.
This is true. He said I was stubborn.
Can we?
I
at
mean, I
least,
feel like that's common knowledge around town, but
Can we?
why
at
were they
least,
talking about us?
Get meat on a cart on the way to see Xanthus?
First we should recuperate.
How far are we from town? Would I know that, Mike?
Yeah, you think you're only about 3-4 hours away.
Oh, that's a long ride right now.
Do you guys recall that night in the
Yeah, probably-
tavern when
Probably closer to 6 if you guys you're encumbered. I'm saying you're encumbered essentially. So
Let's ride and talk.
Can we
We
put some
met-
stuff in the haversack?
it's primarily the dragon head, Idabrix.
Okay.
Can you?
Well, that will
You're,
not
you're,
fit.
you're only as fast
Yeah,
as
for a sec.
you're only as fast as your slowest player right now. So
Hey,
we met
Dav-
Aldern's working boy, if you will,
Yes.
at the tavern. Perhaps he could be a good source of information. I mean, we could talk to him first and gauge the situation, see if he knows of any dealings with dragons. I mean, he didn't seem to be the biggest fan of the guy, but the money was good, right? Perhaps he'd be motivated to talk to us.
Well, we'll have to locate him first.
Yeah. They were staying in town, were they not?
Hopefully.
Hey, Davdithas, maybe if I skin this head, I can fashion it onto your tower shield.
And just have a dragon head on my tower shield? I'm not opposed.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe we could make something fancy for you.
That would
And then we
sure
could-
be intimidating.
And then we could use the scales to make Mihaly a fancy cloak and hat.
Wouldn't he want the head as a hat?
It's the size of him.
Yeah, and think how terrifying.
I mean, I could use it as a sleeping bag.
But think
No.
about how
You'd
terrifying
crawl up
it'll
in it.
be when there's a moving head going around with Mihaly underneath it, and it's shooting magic missiles out of its nostrils.
I mean, that
That
thing's
would-
longer than I am tall.
It would be pretty epic.
As I'm like leaning forward a little on the horse, I glance at Davdithas and I go, I want you to be aware that I'm so tired and hungry that I am too tired to roll my eyes at you right now.
And I want you to be aware, I'm not even drunk.
I look at Gunnar and I'm like, don't worry, Gunnar. I got this. And I roll my eyes so hard at Davdithas.
are you gonna use a +1 bonus on that?
I am. Yes.
All right. I get it, everyone. I get it. Hey, just trying to think out of the box here.
I pull out my water skin from my bag and use prestidigitation to make it taste like booze. And I nudge Davdithas and hand it to him and be like, take a swig.
Oh, what do you got here? And I'm going to give it a little sniff. And as soon as I sense that it's booze, I'm like, man, you brought this in your water skin?
Dude, shh.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, I'll take a quick little one.
Yo, give me a little shot too.
Yeah, hey, I'll take a little swig, hand it back.
Yeah, I just take a little drink and smile and put it back in my bag.
Okay. Are you guys heading to town now?
Yeah, I think we're doing that as we're heading back, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Making conversation as we go.
Yeah.
Okay. You arrive back
Guys-
at the East Gate, and the town looks, pretty peaceful and serene. You see the guards on the bridge, and their faces light up as they see you.
Before we ride up to them, just want to talk to the party and be like, guys, can we maybe not mention how all that went down in full detail? I mean, I'm not looking to lie to the townsfolk, but surely there are some facts we could omit from the
He
story.
fell to the dragon and we felled the dragon.
I mean, that's a fact.
It
Look,
is a fact.
I mean, the whole situation was a bit much. I don't want to have to explain to everyone we talk to why we're carrying a dragon head into town.
Well, we were attacked by a dragon and we took it out.
That's not technically true.
I mean, it did attack us at some point, and we did take it out. That is true.
If equivocation is the same thing as lying.
Well, then I'll bluff the hell out of it. I mean, that's
Okay.
fine.
I may have bad people skills, as you say, Davdithas, but I'm a decent poker face when it comes down to it.
I'll let you do the talking on that one.
Okay. So what are you guys doing when you get to town? Where do you want to head to?
I don't know. Should we see Father Xanthus first and kind of inform him?
Perhaps
And surely we can
should,
let him know the full truth of everything, but I don't think all the
perhaps we
townsfolk
could-
need to know.
Perhaps we could head to the inn and send someone to fetch Father Xanthus for us.
Yeah, that seems fair.
That way we can get some food in Gunnar's belly. And, we'll talk to Father Xanthus when he arrives. So, to the inn.
To the inn.
To the end.
Yeah.
You guys arrive at the inn. What do you do?
I hop off, then knock on the door, and then look back and laugh and swing open the door.
All right. When you guys walk into the inn, what are you doing with the dragon head in the meantime?
Bringing it in with me.
All right.
That won't raise questions.
I am
Like-
not
So,
abandoning
Like trying to
my
get it
head.
through the door.
That's
Pivot,
exactly that's what.
pivot.
Yeah. That's,
Just like bleeding everywhere.
I was literally in my head thinking, can it physically fit through the door? But it's like a common.
5x6, sure.
All right.
If it doesn't, we're gonna hire a carpenter to upgrade to double doors. We got a few spare gold.
Alrighty. So you guys walk into the inn with a dragon's head, and Amiko just kind of stands. She's currently standing at the barkeep and was like wiping, some glasses with a rag, and then she just kind of slows down. What the fuck is that? What is that?
Dragon.
Yeah, we took care of something. Speaking of which, we're a little hungry.
Can you please get that thing out of my restaurant? Please.
Dragon.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're all alive. Well,
Thank you.
That thing's gonna start rotting and smelling. Well, I don't want it in here.
Oh.
Damn, I don't have gentle repose right now either.
You burnt it.
I
didn't
did.
even think about that.
I mean, it would look pretty cool on the tavern, would it not? Maybe we could hang it over the doorway.
I mean, not like that. Just like it's not treated.
The skull?
Oh, can we at least store it out back or something?
Yeah, bring it out to the stables.
All right. That works. We'll get it in a nice stable for the night.
So Gunnar being utterly slap happy right now, he adjusts it against his side, and like his bottom hand, his left hand works the jaw, and his top hand's holding the top of that and goes, "Thank you."
Oh no.
Oh my god.
I'm audibly letting out a small giggle.
I feel like this is a really good place for prestidigitation at the moment, but you guys.
I was thinking about it, but I'm just gonna let it slide.
Okay. All right, so you guys get it out back. You come back in. Food's sitting at your table waiting for you.
Could you send a runner to ask Father Xanthus to join us? We have something important to discuss.
Okay. So she disappears out back. You see a boy run out through the stables and run away from the inn.
So
Right.
immediately Gunnar is like face first into his plate, talking with his mouth full. Is it weird that I kind of want to keep the head?
No, I think the head's cool.
Like, we totally got to make it into a shield or something, and that skull would look really awesome over the fireplace, and all these potatoes are really good.
Man, I've not seen him this excited in a while.
Yeah, I mean, sure, whatever you want to do with it, man. Honestly, I kind of want nothing to do with it, but you're gonna make some cool armor out of it. I'm sure the party could use it.
He then pauses and like swallows more than what he probably should swallow, and he waves his knife at you and goes, You whipped that thing so hard. I am so impressed with you, Mihaly.
Wow. Look, I'm kind of leaning in. Thanks, but it took all of us.
He immediately drops the utensil in his left hand, and he puts his arm around you and like drags you in real quick for like a half hug. And he's like, "You did so good."
Well, I mean, he definitely would have killed me if he wasn't so busy with you two. Really, I can't take credit for it.
And then he pauses and he drops the other utensil from the other hand, and he grabs Davdithas by the shoulders and he goes, "You came back."
I couldn't let you be there all alone, man. Not after everything we've been through.
I knew we were family. I knew it. It was an
We've
act
always
before.
We've always been family. I mean, none of us would be alive right now if it wasn't for the rest of us.
I knew you weren't bad people. You were good people. I felt it in my heart. Slams his chest real quick.
And then there's Idabrix.
Idabrix created a great diversion.
Yeah.
Gunnar, you tanked. Decider, man, you stood valiantly in front of him.
Guy, you guys keep mentioning.
That's my new nickname for you because you decided to stay.
Oh, all right. That
Quick
was
save.
Davdithas. Do I need a bluff check on that? Or
the door opens.
Sorry, man.
The door opens and Father Xanthus comes in.
Father Xanthus, looking slim today.
Slim Shady.
Yeah. Hey, we need to talk, and I kind of whisper a little bit in the quiet place.
I'll go talk to Amico.
All right.
I just stand up and like, I need to go to the washroom, and I just kind of sulk over to
I'll make
the
sure
stage.
to keep the food coming.
Yeah, another round.
Is everybody gonna go with Father Xanthus to the quiet place?
Well, I'm gonna tell Gunnar and Idabrix that they need to come with us because I don't think they know about it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just be like, "Hey, come with us. We've got a place we can talk."
Okay.
Can I bring my plate?
Yeah, bring it. It's fine.
All right.
Okay.
So you guys go through the, Amico comes over and lets you in, and you guys descend into that secret room.
What is this place?
This is the ritual suicide room.
Oh, what?
I draw out my morning star.
So Father Xantus sits out at a table down there and says, "What's going on?"
Well, we have some disturbing news, actually. Well, first of all, gosh, where do we even begin? We went out to Hambley Farm, and that place is a mess, completely surrounded by ghouls, and just they were trying to burn down the buildings we were in. And there was vampires out there. There was all sorts of terrible things going on. We couldn't find anyone alive. And then we found a key, which Idabrix, do you have the key?
Yeah, I take it out of my pocket and I set it on the table right in front of me.
That's the Foxglove crest.
We found this at the farm. But that alone
was
wouldn't
Aldern dead,
necessarily...
or
No, we didn't see him there. But, you know, that alone wouldn't have been suspicious if we hadn't, unfortunately, attended the fight between Moat and another dragon out there. Did I say another dragon? I meant a dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, it's been a long day.
What do you mean another dragon, Davdithas?
I meant a dragon.
Are you bluffing him?
Yep.
All right.
I messed that up. Let's go roll.
So Gunnar not even
18.
thinking with like a half mouthful of food.
Hold on 1 second. Davdithas, what do you mean by another dragon?
Well, all right, look, we can trust you, but apparently Moat was also a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And,
oh yeah, big time dragon.
He had some kind of pact. He had to fight Midnight, which
he was
a
a
dragon out there.
Wait, he's I'm confused.
Yeah, I know, just as we were, but apparently he was a bronze dragon.
That makes sense.
And
a follower of Torm. That makes sense.
Oh. Yeah, I had no idea. But we went out there to support him, but things went south, to say the least. And unfortunately, Moat didn't make it. But we avenged him and we defeated Midnight out there. So we took down a dragon ourselves.
That's in Davdithas. That's a great victory in the war against our nemesis.
I'd say so.
Small task. Holy.
Yeah.
I mean, he as you look, he is fully impressed, like just beaming. You know what I mean? He is just utterly floored. Davdithas, you guys spelled a dragon?
It was touch and go there for a bit, and me and Gunnar have felt better after a battle, that's for sure. But between us keeping him distracted and Mihaly just raining on him, we were able to pull it off.
Well done, friends.
But this is where things get a little suspicious. As the dragon was going down, he mentioned Aldern's name.
So two things.
Do we have any?
You seem to know a bit about dragons. Is it common for them to make death pacts? Like, he had to fight him to win back an egg. Have you ever heard of something like that? Why would they enter into that agreement?
Not so much dragons, but I mean, followers of Torm are bound to their word. They give their word. It's word is bond.
Yeah, it was truly important to him. I can tell you that.
Torm is when his warriors arrive in the heavens, they must prove themselves. They must have proved themselves in life. And for somebody to go back on their honor would be unacceptable.
Well, he, for lack of a better term, sacrificed everything to maintain his honor.
His name will be written in the books, and this town owes him a debt of gratitude.
For sure. But Have you seen Aldrin around lately?
I don't think so. I think the last time I saw him may have been the festival. Well, not the festival, but the when we when Gunnar when you
We get a
burned the dead.
celebration of life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then the whole squee thing happened. And yeah, I remember. We need to find where he is. We need to figure out what's going on. But we don't want to raise too much suspicion.
I think it's safe to say if he was in dealings with that dragon, he may not be the most trustworthy character, Father Xanthus. I think perhaps he should be on the lookout for him.
If he had dealings with a dragon, and his house key was at that farm, and he got unnaturally big, could he be making pacts with evil gods like the others?
I mean, I guess. I mean, anything's possible. Lamashtu and the other deities, they try to corrupt people all the time.
I mean, if you think about it, he was obsessed with becoming stronger and becoming a warrior. What if he gave up something, made a bond so that he could do that?
It's certainly possible. I wouldn't count it out. Does he have any kind of establishment around here?
He has his house.
Where is it?
Down on the shore. It's about a half day's journey down the shore from here.
All right, I have an idea. Gunnar, he seems to really like you, right?
Oh, God.
Why don't we pay him a visit and, under the premise of you want to hang out with him?
Gunnar just stares at you.
Why? He seems like a really, lovely kind of guy. I say with like a not so enthused meaning to it. Just
You understand this man could be evil, right?
I know we'll be with you. But he does seem to trust you. He seems to kind of be more open with you. We just need to get close. We need to take a look around. We need to see if we can figure out anything going on. Not necessarily try and call him out on anything, but just try to observe and see what we can find out.
So the three of us keep him distracted, and Idabrix tries to slink around the house and find evidence and stuff.
That's not a bad idea.
Idabrix, are you down for this?
I'm always down for that.
Can we finish eating first?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we got to spend the night, I'm not ready to go anywhere. I look down at my arm and it's like still kind of bleeding a little bit. And just kind of throw my hand over it. Yeah. I need a little bit.
Father, have you noticed anything else going on in town lately?
It's been pretty quiet since you guys have gone. No, I mean, they're still watching out for Squee on your behalf, and I mean, people are trying to get back to normal in their day-to-day lives.
No more undead?
Haven't been since then. No.
I'm concerned.
Well, at least we've got a lead. Which is more than we can say for the past,
Father, when you say his house is out on the shore, which direction is it?
South of Sandpoint, down. It's about a half day's ride down the coast towards like Magnamar.
It's not out with the houses that are just over the bridge where we saw the.
No.
Okay, just making sure.
I think so. Out of game, I think I may have said that in mistake earlier in the campaign, but it's farther down the coast.
Okay.
Well, Father Xanthus, what do you think? Do you think we should go pay him a visit?
I think you should. I think tomorrow morning you should let, Mayor Devon and Sheriff Hemlock know what you think. And I mean, if that's your goal to go investigate, I mean, it can't hurt, right?
True.
Sure.
I'm going to put the key back in my pocket.
Okay.
Well, I think that's all we had to tell you.
You guys look a little worse for wear. I hope we've had such a good run of luck in this town. It's and then lately I really hope we can figure out what's going on here so we can get through this. These people, they've been through a lot. We all know they're simple folk here, We have the militia, but I just want to get back to easier times.
Same. I'd like to spend some time in this town when, people aren't being murdered or attacked by goblins or the dead are coming alive. I think it would be a really great place.
Okay. I think you would. I would love to see that. I'm gonna retire for the night. Why don't we meet over at why don't you meet me at the 10th hour over at City Hall, and we can sit down with Sheriff Hemlock and Mayor Deverin and figure out what we can. And you can fill them in on what's been going on.
Sounds good to me. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh. Hey, before we head out of here, gosh, we're all looking a little bit rough. Why don't I try and patch us up a bit, or rather, let Desna patch us up a bit. So I'm gonna start praying and channel healing energy from myself.
Okay. All the Desna.
Desna, please help us recuperate from our wounds. Well, although we fought bravely, acid's no joke. And gonna channel the energy. I'm gonna heal for 6, and I'm gonna do it again. And I am going to heal for 5, so 11.
Okay. Everybody heal for 11.
All right.
I just want to say, I wish we had like a tie-dye t-shirt that said, although we fought bravely, acid's no joke. Can we get that on the merch line, please?
I think we can manage that.
Thank you.
Somebody's going to have to work on that for us.
Yeah.
Need a black dragon on it.
Yeah. All right, let's head back up. So I'm going to start heading back to the bar.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
You guys, it's nighttime. It's
okay.
It's dark outside. You guys have been there, and you're recovering.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm probably gonna head in.
I take one look at Gunnar. I'm like, you should go to bed.
I'm fine. I'm just, I need a rest between plates. I'll put my head on the table and it'll be fine.
Just resting your eyes, is that it?
Just pat me on the shoulder when the next plate arrives. It'll be okay.
I'm gonna go over to Amiko and say, do you have a rope I could purchase?
Not me, but we could send somebody in the morning to Ven's house, the Ven's store, and get one.
Yeah, sounds great. If you don't mind.
Sure. Davdithas,
whatever the cost.
You sure you don't want to go grab it over there?
Grab what?
Grab the rope for over at Ven's house, Ven Victor.
I mean,
Go to bed.
I don't know about that.
We'll get it here tomorrow.
Yeah. Knowing that I'm about to get a new rope, I'll take my rope out of my bag and go outside and try to tie the dragon talon so it kind of like hangs off of the donkey's neck and like wraps down as an armor.
The stable boy is like, he's like polishing a saddle, and he just watches you, and you like kind of look over and you see him and you just smile, and he's like, yeah, okay.
I just give him like a nod as if what I'm doing is totally normal.
Yeah, that's exactly how I pictured it in my head. So
yeah.
Oh boy.
Regular everyday job here. No big deal.
Just a blinged out donkey.
So, all right. What is everybody doing at this point? Who's going to bed? Who's doing what?
I'm going to bed.
I'm
going to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I devour the rest of my food. I'm going to bed.
All right. You guys go to bed. You fall asleep. Idabrix and Davdithas, give me fort saves, please.
Oh Jesus!
Oh no.
Oh god.
We're
Come
all gonna
on,
die.
big money.
I would like to use one of my +1s, please.
Okay.
From Optimus. Thank you, Optimus. That's
I
cool.
rolled a 14 plus 7 for 21.
a 9 + 6 for a 15.
Idabrix, as you're laying in bed, you start to feel a little sick. You start to feel a little
Damn dragon egg omelet.
hot and almost sweaty. Maybe almost feverish. You're able to get to sleep though. Davdithas.
I started just like try to get comfortable and
Yeah. Okay. Davdithas, give me a perception, please, when you're sleeping.
Oh.
So at -15.
Okay. Might actually have like a normal roll here.
Yeah, hey, welcome to my life, dude.
Right? Let's see what this looks like. That is a 16 minus 1 for 15.
That's still impressive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
That's so good at a -15.
Davdithas,
Yeah.
you feel yourself shaken awake,
Shaken
like somebody's shaking you awake.
physically.
not stirred.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to try to wake myself up from the slumber.
You successfully wake up from the slumber. I'm going to need a survival roll for you to do that.
Hey, sometimes it's really hard.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, okay. I give you shit, but I completely get that. Tomorrow morning is going to be one of those. Davdithas, as you wake up and you look up into the face of Father Xanthus shaking you awake.
Father Xanthus, what are you doing?
Davdithas, sit up.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna slowly sit up. What's going on? Why are you in my room?
Suddenly, he rips his face to the side, and you smell the familiar stink of a ghoul as it lunges at your face. And with that, we're going to end this week's edition of the Tabletop Tavern.
I hate you so much.
Lovely. We've been so careful, and then all of a sudden, I mean, a Father Xanthus shows up in my bedroom at night and just eats my face.
Pretty much.
It's like bacon.
Bacon.
Face bacon.
How's everybody doing? So I feel like you guys have come and turned a certain point in the story arc, and I think we're going to have a very eventful couple weeks coming up.
Darn, I was really hoping you were going to say we gained another level.
Every time
that a
you say
yes?
that, I'm going to take away XP.
Oh,
But just for the person who asks it.
that's
Ooh,
fine.
Idabrix, that's good. No,
I'll be
it's-
like an infant by the time this is over.
So yeah, this story arc has been long, but it's starting to culminate in some serious and eventful things, and I'm excited to see how the party reacts to what's coming up in the upcoming weeks. It's going to get very interesting very quickly, so I'm excited. All right, so let's talk to the cast. Let's get some feelings on how they're doing and what their character's thinking about. Mihaly, MVP of the dragon fight, instigator of the dragon fight, almost
Overall
The only person
shithead.
who believed they could win the dragon fight.
Perhaps
How
it's
are
a
you-
lack of experience in the game, but at least I can't meta game. I have no idea how strong a dragon is, and I'm gonna fucking fight it.
not okay. So I'm going to say this, right? Right. I would obviously not put something in specifically above your level to purposely kill you. Like that's not fun for us. That's not fun. It's not fun for me. It's not fun for you guys. It's not fun for our community. However, it was a threat, and nobody figured out what age category the dragon was. You know what I mean? So we're past it now. It was a young dragon. So it
Didn't even know they had ages.
Yeah.
Or that would matter.
It does matter. Dragons
It matters a lot.
Dragons typically get abilities based on their age categories. So like it goes from a young all the way to ancient worm, WIRM, and they get stronger and bigger as they progress through these age categories. What you guys fought was a young black dragon that had some modified abilities because while technically the CR was at your level, it was a very tough fight. I think if you guys had been kept fleeing, it would have picked you off one by one. You guys would have died one by one. I think when Davdithas turned around and started to, dig in, and Mihaly started laying damage on that, it was a turning point, and that's ultimately what saved you. And me pulling a couple punches, but you guys did a fucking phenomenal job with that. And Mihaly, you got really lucky at the end, like really lucky. Like you gambled and you came out. You rolled that. You know what I mean? You got that point.
Well, it was going to be me or him.
Yeah,
I knew that going into tonight. I was like, well, I might die, but
yeah,
I'm going to do everything I can to make sure it's him, not me.
Yep.
So
Yep.
One of us is going. I told you that at the end of the last show.
All right. So what are your thoughts?
That was pretty wild. Cool experience. I'm sure everyone remembers the first dragon encounter, right?
I do.
Yeah,
that was pretty intense.
I mean, it's like they say, you never forget your first.
That's right. Unless you're too drunk to remember Davdithas. What? Yeah.
Shots
I don't know.
fired.
It was a lot of fun. I really am now like fully juiced up and ready to go and figure out what the heck's going on with Aldern and wrap this whole storyline up in a pretty bow. Although I'm sure it won't come to that because how would it, right? But I'm excited to keep pulling up the threads and find out where this leads.
Decided.
I was feeling really great about that dragon fight. I was feeling fantastic. I was like, I got my spiritual weapon out. It's doing damage. I can focus on getting us back in shape. And then the acid came. And just like that, I did not feel so good. I looked at our healths and I was like, okay, I can take a hit of about 23. No way it could do more than that. Hit for 20. Then it came for me. After that, I did not feel good. So
I just want to put in perspective for you. His breath weapon was 66.
Like 66 what?
Damage.
Like 6d6.
Oh, 6d6.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I saw the shadow of all those dice rolling.
So
I think I even made a comment.
So
yeah.
It could have been a total of 36 damage if you guys
that would have
did not save
Yeah.
for half.
Yeah, I don't know how much Gunnar survived it by, but yeah, I survived it by like 3 health. So it was scary. But yeah, I mean, we got through it, and we're closer. We actually have a lead this time. I'm feeling excited about what's to come.
Excellent. Gunnar.
So I had like 23 hit points minus my 10 extra from my rage. And I totally forgot that last part of the fight that I was still enraged. I didn't have any of my bonuses when I was rolling. It was totally my fault. And then I looked down at my notepad when I had all my pluses and my notes scribbled down, and I was like, don't forget rage bonuses, plus 10 HP, plus 10, or plus whatever to attack and damage. And I'm like, oh, god damn it. So it could have gone a little better, but oh my god, that skin of the teeth. And I'm like, I paused that one round to heal you before I went to go run for Mihaly, and I'm sitting here going, he can take a hit right before I run over, maybe. Oh, he gets like 3 attacks. Oh, Mihaly's not gonna make it. 5 attacks. Yep. Oh god.
Would that be a full round though? Like, how does that work?
That would be a full round attack, but he could have easily.
But it did have to fly over 70 feet to get to me, right?
Right. But
would it have been able to do a full round after it landed?
Yes, should have been able to because of because of things. I'm going to say that, okay?
Because
So
of things.
Because of things. I'm not going to explain.
That's fine.
mechanics
No,
that-
don't
you know what I mean?
reveal too much. Yeah.
But he has claw bite, wing buffet. I'm sorry, 6 and tail whip. 6.
Yeah, he was hitting me with like 3 swings in a round, and that was all I was thinking as Gunnar going, he's got 3 swings on Mihaly, and he's going to turn him into a chicken nugget.
Chicken nugget?
Yep, chicken nugget. And I was just like, this is skin of teeth. And then everything kind of culminated and came together, and Mihaly with his magical 6-shooters. Like,
That's
saving
right.
the day, man. Like Wyatt Earp over here in the Wild West. It was awesome. And it was one of those sessions that even though there was no combat, no like drastic, massive, like huge explosions of like plot reveals or like magical stuff, it was still like really cool to like discover these little points and everything. And it was just this really fun show today, man. It was really cool. It still had me on like the edge of my seat. I was sitting there going, what next? What next? It was really cool.
All right. Idabrix.
So I would like to thank Davdithas for giving Idabrix the lie behind what she did with the egg. That was great.
It's such a dumb lie too.
That was the worst fucking lie. And somehow I still roll a 1.
I mean, I don't know if you saw the whole like, yeah, that's what happened.
And the worst part was like, since I came up with the lie for you, I didn't even think about trying to roll a sense motive on it. 'Cause I was like, yeah, that's so obvious, you know?
Yeah, would you do eat the thing? Wait a minute.
What did you repeat that?
Yep.
Yes.
It's exactly what I did. She honestly was she was ready to cop to the fact that it had been taken. She wasn't going to
Oh.
say how. She
Yeah.
was going to say that it had been taken and that she traded it for her life. So
It's true.
Yeah.
but it wouldn't have been a lie.
Nope.
So yeah, but yeah, so I mean, on the flip side though, she's like, imagine how excited they're going to be once I get it back. So
That's true.
Excellent.
I'm looking forward to that moment if it ever comes.
If
I'd
it
like
ever comes.
So as from a DM's perspective, it's going to be a balance thing, but I would love to see it. Like, this is an epic world. Why the hell not? Right? Like, so
Yeah.
let's see if we can,
Yeah.
we'll see if we can make it happen. If it fits within the story, if it fits within the world, if it, you know what I mean? If it's within the mechanics, we'll see. I would like, I never want to tell the players no, unless it's campaign breaking. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
But guys, thank you so much for coming out tonight. I really appreciate you guys coming out and supporting our community, supporting these wonderful cast members. I have like a lot of threads are coming together right now, and it's fun to see how people are tying in and reacting to that. So that's exciting for me. I had a blast tonight. I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow for Neural Nexus Zero. I can't wait to see you Wednesday, where I get to play. I get to get tormented by Davdithas or Decide 12, and he gets to torment me as well. I think it's going to be like a 1-by-1 week. 1 week he's going to torment me, and the next week I'm going to torment him. I think that's how that's going to play out. Thursday, with Tales from the Tavern. Yeah, we have a lot of really good content coming this week, and I just want to thank our community again. The one thing I would say is we recently did a video on I recently did a video on D&D Beyond and digital content. I'm going to link that here in the chat below. And this is a good way for you guys to enter that monthly contest we have going. If you need more details on that, you can join our Discord, and we'll give you details on that. But it's great to see everybody. I'm so happy everybody gets to come out and hang out with us on Sunday nights. I'm so happy I get to play with this wonderful cast. It's an amazing experience, and it's been an amazing year so far. I really am excited to see where this continues to grow. So let's look and see if anybody's on from the stream team. If not, we're gonna go. We'll go show somebody love in the community, in the TTRPG community. We're the only ones on right now, so let's go see who's playing D&D, and let's go spread some love somewhere. I have I got 2 interesting emails this week, and I can't reveal what they're about yet, but I just want to let you guys know we have some really, really cool things coming down the pipe, partnerships with people, and I'm really excited for it. So hopefully I'll be able to talk about that soon. But guys, you have yourself a great night. I'm going to go raid somebody, and we'll see you tomorrow night on the Tabletop Tavern. I'm sorry, on Neural Nexus Zero, guys.